This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 74 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I'm Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we are only 2 episodes away from being done with 2003, and that includes the December 10th, 2003 weekly pay-per-view for NWA-TNA. And this week, from what we know, 2 title matches, X Division and the tag team titles will be on the line. Michael Shane, the X Division champion, defending against Low-Ki, if he's even healthy enough. Who knows? He was brutally attacked with a steel chair shot to the head, with another chair wedged between him, his head and shoulder, by Christopher Daniels. And of course, the tag team titles were 2 fan favorite tag teams. 3 Live Crew, the champions, BG James, Ron Killings, defending against America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris, James Storm, the team of TNA, the team of the tag team division, the face of the tag team division, Chris Harris and James Storm. But we also are aware of a potential bloodbath. And in the years to come, they will have plenty of bloodbaths against each other. But this time it's the first time singles match. Raven against Abyss, and so much more. Dallas, how fucking pumped are you for this week's episode?
Bob, I've never been more excited. Okay,
I feel like that's not true.
That might not be true, but you know, you reading it right there makes I think me even more excited than I was last week when I was like, they're really not giving us a lot, but I do feel like there is at least a little something on this show for us. Because I was thinking before we got on here today, I was a little worried that we're going to start mailing in these final 2 shows of 2003, and that they're kind of just going to be like, just put something out. We're done in 2 weeks, and then we got 2 weeks off. So just do something. So, 3 Live Crew and America's Most Wanted is a pretty big tag team match, really. 3 Live Crew has been gaining popularity in the Asylum, and America's Most Wanted has been one of the favorite teams since, I don't know, pay-per-view 3, when they joined together in the tag team tournament. So, I think that it's a pretty big match, and Low-Ki winning that number 1 contenders match last week was pretty shocking. And of course, as you mentioned, he was attacked. But him being the number 1 contender against Michael Shane, could he finally be the person to take it off Michael Shane? At this point, I think I want anyone besides him to have the X Division title. I don't know why. I don't mind Michael Shane. I just want something different. I'm sick of it.
I think, and I've said this probably a handful of times at this point, Michael Shane's reign is very similar to Sonny Siaki's.
I really feel like that, man. I do.
Michael Shane is a good wrestler.
Yeah. Cousin of Shawn Michaels.
That's right. And I think if Michael Shane, similar to Sonny Siaki, if they had a similar version of like the US title or a TV title, perfect. Those guys would both be perfect champions for that. However, the X Division, dating back to show 1, has been about a certain style of crazy moves and fast-paced action, whatever you want to call it. Michael Shane doesn't really have that. He's a very grounded guy, which is perfectly fine. And that style is different from a lot of other guys in the division, but it doesn't make for outstanding matches. I mean, the Ultimate X match was good, but he was assisted with the ropes or whatever.
Right.
The structure. that he had to do.
Well, I think it's interesting to point out that his style is very different. But I think when you come into an issue when you have X Division matches on the card that your champion is not involved in, and they're better than the X Division champions matches. As far as you have two X Division guys, it's like, damn, like this is an X Division match, and then you put Michael Shane on against someone, and you're like, he's the X Division champion, but it's not quite what we're looking for. And that being said, I mean, I think if we take that title off of him and him and Shane Douglas kind of just work as a tag team for a little bit, I think I'd be fine with that. With this franchise group, why not spice up the tag division a little bit more? I think we're a little light there too. We're light in all the divisions if you look at it. I mean, we've talked about the main event scene many times, and we're going to see that in months to come. But why not have Michael Shane and Shane Douglas? I think they should be called Shane Douglas, but be the franchise group in the tag team division and bring in another heel team like that. Especially with the exit of the New Church. They're gone. That was like your big heel team. Well, they're gone. Now, I mean, we have Swinger and Diamond, of course, and Gil Birdie and David Young, but they're all kind of still a unit. Swinger Diamond seemingly are potentially going to turn. I don't know. I'm jumping all over here, but I think you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Michael Shane and Shane Douglas were to be inserted as a top heel tag team and potentially challenge either Three Life Crew or America's Most Wanted in the future for the tag titles, that would be fresh. I mean, Diamond and Swinger, I think we both have enjoyed them far more than we probably ever would have expected. I know I have. I have found myself to greatly enjoy the duo, and I think Swinger is a lot better than I ever even remembered. Even when I was reviewing the shows for Wrestling Recaps, I don't think I ever really put together that he was that entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you told me a year ago, like, hey, Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger, like, they kill it in TNA, I'd be like, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I'll see if I actually enjoy these guys. Like, I like Swinger now, and Diamond, like, I don't think I ever disliked. I don't know if I've seen a ton of him where I'm like, I definitely like him, definitely don't kind of thing. But, like, I would have been like, what? So, yeah, I don't. And, we'll talk probably more in depth about a lot of these teams and stuff once we do our 2003 recap, which I believe is going to be coming out on New Year's Eve. But I think there's a lot more to talk about this year than there was last year.
More.
And not even because we have more coverage as far as months go. Obviously, it started in June last year, but I mean, there's a lot more competition going on. It's not I don't think it's as clear cut as it was last year.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And to go kind of finish up the Swinger and Diamond thing, and how Shane and Shane would kind of benefit. Swinger and Diamond over the course of several months have wrestled Three Life Crew and or America's Most Wanted quite a bit. There's been a lot of interaction, especially against AMW.
Yes.
So let's say AMW were to win the tag titles here. You can maybe continue on with like Gilberti and Young for a week or two, but then if you start 2004 with a Michael Shane and Shane Douglas feuding with AMW or something, that is going to be far more intriguing, I think, for us, because it's something we haven't seen.
Right. I agree with that completely.
So I think they got to look at freshening ideas. And like and as you had mentioned, it's really bizarre that we're kind of in a situation where every division feels weak in terms of like challengers and stuff. So I kind of feel like as if maybe the roster is in flux. Like
I do.
Are they aware that maybe the roster's super, to an extent, super stale?
Well, that's the thing is, if you look at recent cards that we've been watching, and I'm not saying it's wrong to see or bad or anything to see a lot of similar names, but they have a solid roster of like a couple guys, and they rotate who they face. I mean, it's constant. Like, okay, so this week we got Three Life Crew and America's Most Wanted. Yeah, that's the first time that's happened. But At one-on-one, I should say, right?
Right.
So last week, America's Most Wanted, David Young and Gilberti, and Swinger and that. So I mean, we're seeing stuff we've seen before recycled in different ways. So like last week, they had the number one contendership three-way match, but we've seen those teams all fight each other, whether it's in a singles match or a battle royal or this or that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not seeing a lot of fresh matchups. And so I think we do. I think we are in flux. And I think that I think if they don't kick 2004 off, which is so weird to say still, in a way that they bring in some new talent to kind of either make it less stale or if they swap people out, like, I don't know, something's got to happen, I feel like, to kick off the year strong.
Yeah, and I think what is really kind of proving to be very challenging is that the pay-per-view format. So we would probably see a lot more fresher matches if it was just on TV, because let's say, Ron Killings against James Storm in a singles match. They might not want to put that on pay-per-view because, well, are people going to, want to pay to see that? But if you were to put it on a show like Impact or Explosion, if it was on, nationally televised, we're not paying for that type of content. So we might, the viewer might be more inclined just to watch it instead of like, oh, I'm going to pay $10 to watch Conan against David Young.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that's a really great point as well.
So I think that's kind of where the challenge is for them right now. Is like they're just trying to find what will a paying audience pay for every single week. And that kind of leads to redundant stuff. Like we've seen AJ and Jarrett several times over the last couple of weeks and months, because that's all they've really got.
That's all they got.
So
I got to give them credit where it's due. I mean, I think overall, I would say most weeks there's at least one match that is like, if you didn't pay $10 for the past 7 weeks, you might think about potentially watching. Like, I do feel like most shows, whether or not they announce it, I'll say that. Whether or not they announce it, I do think that each show does have something that you're like, okay, that's like at least a decent matchup. I think this week it's America's Most Wanted 3 Life Crew. I think last week, I want to say Jarrett Styles, but you know what I mean. I mean that's a little more dry. But even Low Key Daniels and Kid Kash, whoa, like, okay, that's like, I feel like worth watching. So I do think they try, and it's hard format. It's a very hard format, and the fact that it's lasting as long as it is pretty insane.
Yeah, I think that TNA would be so much consistently better if they just had the 1 hour of TV.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to kind of rush nearly as much as what they're doing in a 2-hour pay-per-view format every week.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to when we finally get to cover, hey, they've gotten that TV. It'll be really interesting to see how they manage it for the few months where they have both of them. No,
absolutely. It's going to be really interesting to see how they manage both at the same time. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping it's part of me is like, do I want 2 separate shows, or do I want the TV to supplement the pay-per-view? And I don't know how they're going to handle that for the 3 months that it happens, roughly.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll get to it,
and we'll discuss it.
We'll talk about it more. But as a viewer, how do you because like here in I think it aired on even maybe different days.
Okay, well,
in different markets. So, you'd have your weekly pay-per-view on Wednesday. I'm not sure if it was necessarily shown always on Fridays, but here in Syracuse, it was shown on Impact was shown on Fridays. Their TV shows on Friday afternoons. So the time slot may be different than like wherever.
Right.
So how do you as a viewer feel like you're watching Impact and then something major happens and they're like, we'll find out what happened on Wednesday.
Well, that's the part I mean.
And then what if they don't tell you what happens on Wednesday and they're like, we'll know for sure the answer on Friday again?
Well, so that's what I mean. I think it's going to be super interesting. And like, what is going to make me less like, wow, I would be really pissed off as a viewer right now.
Would
You know
you?
what I mean?
But do you think you'd be inclined to pay for that advancement on Wednesday instead of them like giving it, like teasing it again on Wednesday and then showing the reason? I think what you would do is you tease it, have your show on Wednesday being like, we still don't know what he's going to do, and then still give it off on free television.
Yeah, I think that gets a little risky because then it'll, like, you buy the pay-per-view thinking you're going to get an answer and then they don't give it to you. And then you could potentially piss off people who now don't want to buy another pay-per-view. But I think it depends. Now, I would say this. So, let's say, for example, we'll do this quickly here. Styles and Jarrett. I'm just going to use them as an example.
Okay.
Let's say Jarrett, or you know what? Daniels and Loki. We just saw this. We'll use a current storyline we are watching. Daniels attacks Loki. Can Loki fight for the X Division title? I don't know. We have no idea. Hopefully, we're going to have that update for you on Wednesday. So we'll pretend that happened on Impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the update on Wednesday. We're going to hear from Daniels of why he did that. So now I have a reason to, okay, I have that. Okay, we might find out what's going to happen to Loki, but now I potentially get to hear why Daniels did it, and then is Loki going to show up? I don't know. So I feel like if you supplement the like tease that you're probably not going to follow through with something that is still interesting within the story, I think that you could still get people in there.
Okay. It'll just be. I think it'll be interesting.
Oh, I think it's going to be super interesting.
Because here's the thing, and again, I feel like I'll reference it again. I have never watched the weekly pay-per-views and Impact chronologically. I've always just reviewed the pay-per-views.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see, for really the first time, context
of how
like
things
true
are lining
context of how things are
Right.
progressing instead of just seeing the one aspect of pay-per-view stuff. So
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. And I hope you guys stay along for the ride for that, because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and you guys are gonna get a lot of freaking content from us, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Let me quickly run down the card from last week, and then we'll go into some notes about the show, and then I got some fun stuff to talk about before we talk about Explosion, and then watch the December 10th, 2003 weekly pay-per-view. So last week, we've already said it about 7 times, but Low-Key defeated Christopher Daniels and Kid Kash to become the new #1 contender for the X Division title. Michael Shane and Shane Douglas, who I think should be called Shane Douglas as the tag team, defeated Chris Sabin and Sanjay Dutt, and Tracy with an I was ringside. X made his final appearance, I believe it was his final appearance, defeating Don Harris. Then America's Most Wanted defeated David Young and Glenn Gilberti and Swinger and Diamond to become the #1 contenders for the NWA Tag Team Championships, which we'll be seeing on the show today. Abyss, Kevin Northcutt, and Legend defeated the reunited, one night only gathering where CM Punk and Julio teamed back up with Raven. And then in the main event, Jeff Jarrett defeated AJ Styles to retain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And that match went 19 minutes and 27 seconds.
And AJ Styles was once again kind of presented as being lesser than Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, well, that's how that goes. Now, me and Bob gave the show straight thumbs in the middle. We didn't hate it, didn't love it. Just what it is. So, Bob, what do you think the readers of the Observer thought about last week's show?
I'm going to say they went thumbs up.
They did. The majority, which isn't a lot, gave it a thumbs up. 52.4%. And actually, I shouldn't say only, but 47.6% gave it a thumbs down. No one was in the middle.
Oh, wow. Okay. Pretty cut and dry.
And David does say, for whatever this is worth, they had a terrible response for the December 3rd show. And Bob, if you would like to know how many people voted, I will tell you this week. A total.
9.
No. More than that. Come on. A total of
Don't
21
say,
people.
oh, come on, because there's been like, what, 13 one time or something like that. It was pretty bad.
I don't know, dude. 21 people.
That's pretty fucking long.
It's pretty fucking bad. Well, what do you think got voted on as the best match of the show?
I think the 21 people would say that Kash, Daniels, and Loki was the best match.
Well, you would hope so, but it was not, actually. And it also wasn't that unanimous. Styles and Jarrett was voted on as the best. And in second place was the number one contender tag team match with America's Most Wanted winning that one.
What?
Yeah.
Those two, Kash, Daniels, and Loki didn't even get anything?
Nope.
Oh, my God.
So what was voted on as the
What
worst
the-
match?
I'm going to say X against Don Ayers.
Yeah, that one. That was voted the worst. Which makes sense, I guess. But needless to say. Dave says here that the show had been promoted for a few weeks around the Jarrett vs. Styles for the NWA title. It wasn't the best match the two have had, but still a good match. The TNA title match pattern is becoming far too much like WWE, where you have the obligatory ref bump, challenger gets a visionary fall, and tons of run-ins on every finish. Now listen to this. I'm going to hang on tight. Ready? This one features interference by Don Callis, Eric Watts, Kevin Northcutt, Joe Legend, CM Punk, Julio De Niro, Abyss, Chris Harris, James Storm, Jimmy Hart, who ran in as the second ref, and finally, Kid Kash.
Sounds like a cluster.
Yeah.
If you were to have asked me to name everybody that interfered in the main event, I don't think I would have got all of them.
No, you can't. There's too many.
There's no way.
He talks about some of the cool spots that happened in the match, such as when like Jarrett went to hit with Styles with the guitar and he hit it with the kick, the enziguri, which is pretty cool. He blocked the guitar shot with a fucking kick. I mean, it was pretty sweet. And then, of course, I believe this was the show where Kash essentially joined forces with Jeff Jarrett at the end.
Yep.
Because Kash brought that second guitar out. They've also been subtly building Raven back up in his promos, continually mentioning the NWA title as his destiny, which we've been pointing out, and it seems like we're probably going to get another Raven Jarrett match coming up soon if I had to take a guess. The live crowd was down to 750, which was not great, and it was in the high 30s and rainy, so it would have been no fun to stand in line to get in. So I don't know if he's necessarily blaming the weather on how many people were there, but he certainly brings it up, and I guess it wouldn't be a very fun time standing outside in 30-degree weather waiting to get in for free. But I would probably do it.
I mean, I think we've waited in some pretty bad temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, I've waited in blizzards for concerts for like hours, and so I mean, it's not like it'd be new, but regardless, maybe the people in Nashville just weren't feeling it. 30? I don't know. That's some people move down to Tennessee because they don't want to be in 30s anymore, and there they are.
I mean, yeah, and isn't it like Tennessee where like if they even see one thing of snow, it's like fuck, lockdown.
Bob, I feel like if you are below like Pennsylvania, it's snow. And for those who don't understand, me and Bob live in the Northeast, and we get lots of snow. So if your city shuts down because of an inch of snow, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. So I worked with a new guy, and he's a kid. He's like 20, and he came from California, right?
Oh wow.
And he was like, "Hey, yeah, dude, like my girlfriend and I, we just got a new dog or whatever, and we had to drive to Buffalo, and like we drove through a blizzard, right?" And he shows me a video of like what he took
of the blizzard.
Yeah, you and I would not consider that a blizzard. It was a light snow, and he's like, "Dude, it was fucking bad. It was a blizzard."
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy.
I was like, you could see everything. There's nothing. I mean, it's just a light snowfall. Like it was sunny out too.
It's sunny,
and I was like, it's not. It doesn't look that bad. Like I don't. Our definition of blizzard is way different. I can't wait. I mean, he's been here for a few years, I guess, but I can't wait for like when it's real bad and like sleet and eyes and like
And
whatever.
it
I'm
shows
like,
you-
so what would you consider this?
Yeah,
Like,
if that was a blizzard before, what is this?
yeah, is this like a
Right.
natural disaster? Like you can't like just stay in shelter all day?
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
So they also set up the battle of face teams when America's Most Wanted won that three-way match we just discussed to earn the title shot. And as we mentioned, they teased those problems between Diamond and Swinger and Gilberty and Young backstage before the match. They teased a possible heel turn by Three Live Crew when Jarrett was trying to recruit them, as Jarrett did the old "you're either with me or against me" deal that everyone has to choose sides. The story of the main event and Kash interfering is that Kash chose his side, although that should be no surprise since he's been a heel for months. Strangely, Low-Ki won the three-way over Kash and Daniels for the X Division title, to earn the shot at the X Division title, because he was returning to Japan and couldn't do the date. They did an angle later in the show where Daniels put Low-Ki's head into a chair, and they did the neck injury gimmick. So Low-Ki will be announced as not getting the shot, apparently. And it is rumored that Daniels is going to be getting it instead. So they started to build with they started to build up Chris Sabin mentioning the Ultimate X again, which they were originally going to do on the big show. And the plan is to build for a January X Division title match with Sabin, Michael Shane, and Daniels, as well as Low-Ki if they can arrange it on a week where he's not in Japan.
So they want to do a 4-way?
It sounds like, yeah, 4-way Ultimate X potentially.
Oh, right, because Sabin did say he did drop
I'm assuming it's
Ultimate
talking
X.
about the Ultimate X. Yeah, so he's talking about Ultimate X again. I want to build for this big X Division title match. Why not make it an Ultimate X?
That's fair.
And those four names in an Ultimate X, sign me up.
I mean that would probably be really good.
Right. They also teased an angle with Goldilocks and Tracy. I forgot about this, Bob, but there apparently has been talk of turning Goldilocks heel since she does have potential to get people to hate her.
Right, because that's in reference to backstage when Tracy was like, Eric doesn't have power. And she's like, what are you talking? Yeah, of course he does.
And it was the same one where Goldilocks was doing her makeup, and she's like, "This is my locker room," and she's like, "No, it's not. I'm gonna just do my makeup too."
It's kind of interesting because Goldilocks, when she was a backstage interviewer, she definitely was somebody that I think I know for myself, like I was really surprised with how I guess like inspiring that character could be, because like I even told her when we interviewed her, like a lot of female personalities or characters are always like walked over and treated like shit, and then the Goldilocks is like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna fucking stand up for myself.
Right.
So you have that, and now I think Goldilocks could be effective as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be interesting to really see it on a week-to-week basis and like focusing on it, because from what I can remember, I think there is some good stuff, in that character change. So
yeah, I'm interested to see how it's going to play out, and what's their plan with that, and how are they going to? I think you got to get her away from Eric Watts at that point, right? Unless you turn Eric Watts heel as well, which he's easily hateable if you ask me. So
yeah, Eric Watts is definitely hateable. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of how they could even say that he doesn't have power, because like we've like learned, it's like 50-50. Eric Watts has got NWA, right? And then Cal's is TNA, or is it the other way?
Nope, you're right. And I think isn't it supposed to be something like Eric Watts is 51%. Didn't they try to pull that at one point or something? Or was it the opposite? I don't know.
It was weird because I feel like there was like two different things. Like Eric Watts was the day-to-day matchmaking thing, and then Don Callis was like, I'm the long-term like business aspect of it.
Right. So, like, essentially, it almost seems like Don Callis couldn't make a match unless Eric Watts essentially agreed with it, but he could override him if he wanted because he was like the in-ring guy.
Right.
So you could think of Watts as like in-ring and Don Callis is like the business, like behind the scenes kind of guy.
Right. So it would be like, let's say Don Callis was like, let's say Jeff Jarrett wasn't champion. Obviously, there's some kind of alignment here. So let's say AJ Styles was champion. Don Callis could be like, it's going to be AJ and Jeff Jarrett. And then Eric Watts could be like, all right, I'll give you that. But you're going to be handcuffed to me at ringside. Like,
yes,
wedge something in there to like balance it out.
And he did often.
And I'm sure he will continue to do.
Right. I'll tell you what, though. Eric Watts is our longest standing authority person at this point, I believe.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a whole lot of competition, really.
No, most of them lasted a week or two.
Right. J.J. Dillon lasted an opening segment.
Right. I mean, he was...
we never saw him.
Wow, dude. J.J.
He retired,
Dillon.
I think he retired after his one showing.
Well, tells you about the situation going on in the asylum back in the day, but... also, I think that this is the last note directly regarding last week's show. And Dave mentions that Shane Douglas seemed to pick up his game inside the ring this week, working with Michael Shane against the X Division guys, Chris Sabin and Sanjay Dutt, which ended in Dutt being pinned after Tracy used the pie in the sky on him. So I think it was, I can't remember if it was Dutt, but that Douglas was bumping around pretty good for. Was it Dutt or was it Sabin?
I want to say it was Dutt.
Either way, he was making them look real good. So props to Shane Douglas for doing that.
Yeah, because I definitely remember noticing that he was flying around pretty decent for. It could have been Sabin. I think it was Dutt.
I think so too. Either way, like I said, he to put his ego aside. I'm not saying he has one or anything. I don't know if I've heard much bad about Shane Douglas, but some wrestlers cannot do that. I
think from a business sense, I don't think Douglas has really put a fight about. Like,
I don't think so. No, and thank God, because I freaking love Shane Douglas. So
he might have in ECW been like, I ain't doing that, but
right. But it's cool to see someone who is a known talent bump around for some X Division guys who maybe not a lot of people know.
Yeah, I mean Douglas could be aware that his days as a main event actor kind of going down, which is nuts because 2 months ago he was involved in probably the most entertaining feud of the year,
potentially, yeah,
with Raven.
Right.
And to think that now here in December, that was like September, and now here in December it's kind of like mid-card guy.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
How quickly that stuff kind of just spins out.
Right. I have some bad news before some longer note stuff. But
on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
Oh, it's 10.
Okay.
This is 10. Unfortunately,
you're laughing, so I don't know if this is a 10.
I think it's a 10, man. But you're making me laugh about it, and sometimes some people don't know how to cope with death, and right now that's what's happening.
Why? Who died? Why are you laughing about someone dying?
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at you, Bob. But unfortunately,
I have not done anything to justify.
I'm trying to get it out.
Death.
Damn it.
Okay, go ahead.
Malice has passed away at age 36.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
That is definitely a 10.
That's what I'm saying. And I believe it is said that he was actually, I thought I had it somewhere here. Yeah, he was found dead in his hotel room on December 6th, so just 4 days before this show, in Japan, after he finished his tour with All Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's obviously very unfortunate. When was the last time we had seen him?
It's been too long, if you want my opinion there, but it's been a while. Let me see. I can't remember. he made an appearance, and I'm pretty sure he had a match, one final match, and then I think that was kind of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look it up quick here, but here I am looking for the name Malice, and about 7 people have the name Malice in their wrestling name.
Right. Well, I mean, you gotta. Malice started off pretty good in TNA in the main event scene with Shamrock, and then he had a pretty memorable match with Sabu, where he he fell off the top rope or off the ladder through a table. That was nuts. That was probably one of the first big like holy shit moments.
Yeah, dude, that was nuts.
And then unfortunately, he was inserted in a feud with fucking Ron Harris, right? Or was it Don? It was one of the Harris brothers. Don.
It was Don.
And I believe wasn't he technically in a match that was scrubbed off of Impact Plus because of the shirt?
He was, and I believe that was on. If I could be wrong on my shows here, but it was the pay-per-view number 8, if I'm remembering correctly, and it was a tables match.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I'm not having luck finding it because it was a random appearance. He made a return. It was in 2003 here because he came back and I was like, oh shit! And then he never had a match, so it's listed that his final match was November 20th, 2002. But we have seen him at least one more time since then.
That's what I was thinking. But
No, he did. It was just like I said. I can't. There's not an easy way to look this up because I'd have to figure out exactly which show he made his return on.
Right.
And because since he didn't have a match, it didn't lead to anything, which is unfortunate.
What was he there when Mike Awesome came in?
Holy shit. Fucking Mike. I forgot Mike Awesome came. Dude, a lot's happened. Let me see. Like I said, I don't remember the exact
Let's see if
show.
I can because usually Wikipedia is pretty good with even telling you the last time. Okay, so he came back on March 19th, 2003 to help Slash and Brian Lee combat Triple X in a 3-on-3 battle.
Dude, there we go. That's the one. That's what I'm thinking of.
March 19th, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
unfortunately,
that was his last appearance.
It's a bummer, but he wrestled a shit ton in All Japan. I mean, I'm scrolling. Okay. Literally. So you said that was March 18th?
March 19th.
19th. Okay, so on the 22nd of March until the end of his career, he wrestled in All Japan a lot.
That doesn't surprise me.
So he was big in Japan, and actually right before that he was in Japan.
He definitely had the look of a guy that would be used in Japan.
Right. Well, on the November 20th, 2002 pay-per-view where he had his final actual match in TNA, after that he had a USA Pro match, and then it's like a WWA tour. Then he had 2 matches in XPW, and then it's like almost essentially all Japan except one other USA Pro match. So he had really his TNA stuff is like it kind of butts right up to the. I mean, it's weird to say the end of his career when he essentially has almost an entire year after that, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
He was only 36.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Crazy. And he wrestled in Japan, or All Japan is Gigantus. So if you want to look up some Malice matches from All Japan.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah.
So this is it wasn't it would appear that he did not have any illicit substances involved. It looks like he had a heart attack.
Oh, wow. That's really, really crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, as Bob said, we don't have to talk too much about it because it's we watched it, we talked about it a lot. But I did really enjoy his early run with us, and I was a little disappointed that it didn't go further than it did because I think he had like high potential with this Malice character to be like main event, like top tier heel. Like I think it was really good.
Early on, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. But moving on, a couple other things here. As we know, last week, the Bound for Glory pay-per-view has been postponed again. Damn it, Bob! It's just never gonna happen.
Apparently not. It's very difficult to get this show.
Right. Alvarez says this is this is news only if you believe that the first time it was postponed, then this time they actually did really postpone it. He says, I guess everyone was under the impression that it would take place in early 2004, but Jeff Jarrett told everyone last week that it was being moved to May or June. Basically, Hogan's knee is still screwed up despite getting the surgery, and right now there's no timetables for his return. Plus, he's busy trying to turn his daughter Brooke into a music superstar, and that takes priority over wrestling right now. It appears he won't actually be working the January 4th Tokyo Dome show either, despite being on the poster for it. And actually, the poster is New Japan's fault because he never committed to it in the first place. And Alvarez ends with, I wouldn't be surprised to see Hogan's knee magically heal in time for WrestleMania. People damn me for saying that, but just wait. And that would be on the heels of WrestleMania 20. And if I'm not mistaken, Bob, he does not appear at WrestleMania 20.
That is, I believe, accurate. He does not. I believe.
So, I'm almost positive he does not.
Which is crazy because it's at Madison Square Garden. You'd think that he would.
The 20th anniversary, Madison Square Garden. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Definitely show up.
Though. Right. He does appear at WrestleMania 21, though, I believe.
Yes, he does.
But, yeah, what do I know? I feel like I'm Bob knowing these things. I didn't even look that up. So, continuing on the Hogan train here for a minute.
Who does he get involved with at WrestleMania 21?
Muhammad Hassan.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
Who brings him out?
Ooh, I feel like I should know this. Roddy Piper.
No.
Damn it. I don't remember who brings him out.
Eugene.
Oh shit! I was about to say it.
Yeah, dude. They start beating him up, I think, and then
that's right.
Hogan's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Muhammad Hassan, who lives in Syracuse.
I saw him smoking a cigarette in the Walmart parking lot.
That's right. I was not there, but I heard of the story.
And I was like, "Yo, Dallas, you're not gonna believe who I just saw."
Good stuff.
Mark Magnus. Mark Capone.
So moving on about this Hogan stuff here, I got a little bit to chat about, and it kind of then blends into the WGN TV deal that we discussed recently as well. So
this is $50,000 a week, buddy. Pony up.
You wait. This is my last note, but it's a hefty one, so hold tight. So as many in TNA upper management expected last week when they did the angle to get away from the Hulk Hogan vs. Jarrett program, it was very subtly noted to the point that few picked it up on December 3rd show when Mike Tenay announced, on commentary by the way, that due to his knee injury not responding to the treatment, Hogan has canceled all domestic and international bookings. And we did call that out on commentary last week. What that meant is that the plans for the, quote, Bound for Glory pay-per-view, headlined by Jarrett vs. Hogan for the NWA title, has been put on hold again, which Jeff Jarrett confirmed in a meeting with TNA wrestlers. The blow isn't as bad as the first one, as the late February date was never made public and never confirmed 100% to the pay-per-view companies. And then he kind of goes into the skepticism about him. Is he going to appear? Is he not? Kind of thing. And TNA apparently used the phrase international booking to include the Tokyo Dome date. Hogan's side claimed that he never fully committed to doing the date after his arthroscopic knee surgery at the end of October, but he has not informed New Japan that he isn't doing the date either. After everyone was concerned last week, Jerry Jarrett flew to Tampa for a meeting with Hogan. Face to face. Hogan told Jarrett that he wouldn't be able to make the February date, but that he was still with them. You can pause and laugh at that part if you want to quick.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Right. When asked about WrestleMania 20, Hogan portrayed it as he and Vince McMahon had a different vision of the business, and both had agreed that they couldn't work together, describing his relationship with McMahon to a married couple who had now been divorced 3 times. They left the meeting with the idea that they would work together for a major pay-per-view show in May or, more likely, June, which would be billed as the company's 2nd anniversary show. Whoa. The fact that literally days before Hogan telling Jarrett that Hogan's best friend in wrestling, Jimmy Hart, was working on a deal for the show in February in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, makes things even more strange. As it turned out, the deal wasn't going to work out as the people in Fort Campbell weren't going to approve an event on the base in February, but left it open for the future. It goes on here to say that Jarrett claimed he saw Hogan's knee, and it was swollen badly when he saw him, but Hogan was walking fairly well. At the same time, it is only 1 month since his surgery, and there is nearly 3 months before a tentative February 29th date, which is plenty of time to heal up from a procedure that people often come back from in anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. Canceling this far out, and Hogan not having made even one appearance, either on tape, phone, or live, nor has signed a contract, indicates more. So, pretty good shit here. Several close to the situation have confirmed that Hogan's prime concern right now is attempting to launch the musical and acting career of 15-year-old daughter Brooke, and worked out some sort of handshake deal with Disney over the past week. There has been the claim that people have advised Hogan to steer clear of pro wrestling, or at least WWE, because trying to market his daughter as a Disney star and have WWE having a negative real-world connotation for raunchiness. I think that was kind of an interesting thing. Well, Dave mentions that it's not even, it's tame compared to its, quote, glory days. So, regardless.
So they're telling him to avoid working with WWE for that reason, but...
Or wrestling in general, essentially.
Okay, but then he's actively talking to TNA.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And no one's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't work for a company or even talk to a company with the name TNA.
Oh. No, this is also where it's noted that Brooke will actually be using Brooke Hogan, not Brooke Balea, to capitalize.
Well, of course she's going to use Brooke Hogan. I mean, why would... Who the hell... Okay, yeah, give me a fucking break. So this is roughly around the VH1 show, right? Well, we're actually probably a couple years away from that.
I think we're a couple of years away.
Okay, so let's say she's like on MTV, TRL, right? And fucking Carson Daly's like, come on out, Brooke Balea. People are like, who the fuck is Brooke Balea?
Exactly.
But if you go, come on out, Brooke Hogan, the daughter of Hulk Hogan, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I know Hulk, so I'll learn about the daughter. Of course, she's gonna fucking use Hogan.
Yeah. Hogan Knows Best debuted on July 10th, 2005. So, yeah, we're a little bit away.
Okay,
but
so I was going to say 2006.
That
makes sense.
But continuing here. Because promoting such a major pay-per-view as TNA is attempting without much of an audience base would require Hogan to open the media doors, make appearances on major talk shows, and handle the lion's share of publicity, he simply wouldn't have time to do both. The canceling of the Tokyo Dome date, which has not been made official in Japan and may not 100%, but is most likely, which would also be a payoff well into 6 figures for one match, does indicate that it's not simply shying away from the risk of headlining a TNA pay-per-view show that doesn't draw. And I think that's kind of where that wraps up before we get into the WGN TV stuff that kind of flows in. I did leave some details out, so if you are interested in reading more about this, this was on the December 15th, 2003 Observer newsletter, and it's pretty interesting, but there's a lot to talk about that doesn't directly relate to TNA. So pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Every time I think we're going to be done, though, Bob, it keeps going.
There's another twist.
Absolutely. Let me power through this last part here, and then we can kind of get going into this show here. I'm excited to watch Kid Kash and Don Harris. At the same time, TNA has reportedly all but made the decision to buy their way onto WGN TV at an estimated $50,000 per week price. The show is expected to begin airing mid-January. Now, this is where the game has become far more high stakes for Panda Energy, the financial backers of the company. The most recent reports are that TNA is averaging about $2,500 buys weekly on DirecTV, which are only numbers anything close to the current that anyone would know. Now, get into some numbers here for a second, but WWE does roughly 20% of its pay-per-view buys on DirecTV, but UFC's numbers are between 25% and 30%, and boxing numbers are closer to 35%. So one could estimate weekly buys from that are between 8,200 and 12,500. Now, taking a midpoint of 10,300 at $420 per head, which is roughly TNA's share of a $995 show, that would mean taking in about $43,000 per week. The expense of doing a show runs about $85,000. So there are other forms of income, including probably a $500 per week live gate, but the company is running well into the red. But as a long-term project, if the company was to get a good weekly TV slot, because of Jarrett's experience at running low-budget wrestling company, this still could work out to be a profitable business down the line. Pretty interesting. And then there's little question that television would need for TNA to eventually be profitable, and also there is little interest in major cable networks in wrestling, even though Raw remains one of cable's biggest hits. Paying $50,000 per week would only pay off if it adds enough new buyers to the weekly ranks or more than doubles the current output. And the working idea is to send the Explosion date to Memphis and to have both Saturday shows promote each other, and to try to run weekend spot shows in the area using TNA talent as well as local talent. So if the WGN deal is finalized, and internally it has been talked about as if it's just about to be a done deal, TNA would be looking at producing as an upgraded Explosion show for WGN. It would be similar to the current format, but they would add a main event caliber match each week. There are also plans to shake up the talent situation with the idea that once they get on WGN, that they will be starting from scratch with a new audience. There is talk of creating a strong babyfaces as the focal point of the promotion, with Hogan not being involved. The three choices seem to be Raven, Chris Harris, and AJ Styles. The belief is that among the people in the building every week, and probably the current pay-per-view viewers, Raven is the most over character, but the feeling is also that Raven is not a new character, and casual fans may see him as a WWE failure who is their major star. And then we don't need to go into all the details about each of these guys. We watch them every single week. But he does kind of break it down. Like Raven can cut the promos and is really the only one of the three who's good at that. Then he talks about Styles being more athletic, but the negative is his size. Harris has the size and the look, but needing work on his punches and all this stuff. So he really breaks it down more. But like I said, we know how these three guys work. But Bob, what do you think about all of that with this potential TV deal and the shakeup that may occur because of it?
I'm kind of surprised that. So it wouldn't be a new show; it would just be Explosion.
It'd be an upgraded Explosion.
An upgraded Explosion with a main event match.
And I think more TNA guys, less like random indie guys like we've been getting. Probably.
Right, of course. I mean, I don't think I hate that. Of the three people that you're mentioning, Harris, Raven, and Styles, to be like the babyface vocal point.
Mm-hmm.
If Hogan's not there, I like Raven. I enjoy Raven, but when he said that fans could see him as a WWE failure or a cast-off, whichever, I think that's very important, because I think a lot of people would. Because I make the joke about Sunday Night Heat and like all this stuff. If you tune into a new show and the main event guy was actively wrestling on Sunday Night Heat a year ago and not doing much else, I think a lot of fans would be like, "Oh, it's a lower level thing."
Right.
Obviously, you and I are aware of Raven's like ECW and WCW stuff, but the WWE usage, I think, plays a major part in the perception for fans. AJ Styles would be a great option if he hadn't been made out to look like a fucking jabroni the last 3 or 4 weeks. He obviously has the talent in ring. There's no denying that. I think out of the 3 guys, I would go with Chris Harris.
Really?
Yeah. I think that this whole notion of his punches, okay, I don't know if we've been watching these shows and I thought, well, Chris Harris throws a bad punch. I don't know what the hell that's all about.
No, I don't think they're that bad. I mean, unless I'm totally fucking missing something, and maybe I am. But I would be interested to see what happens. I guess if they tried it out, what's the harm in trying it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean he doesn't have. I mean, I guess AJ doesn't really either, but I think with Chris Harris, he's got the benefit of like not being known. Like, sure, he was on WCW Worldwide.
Well, yeah.
Who the fuck is watching Worldwide in 2000?
Right.
Not a whole lot of people.
Right.
So I think going into it without a clouded opinion already, I think, oh, I know what this guy's all about, is very interesting and beneficial. Because if I were to tune in on WGN and this guy Chris Harris coming out, I'd be like, I don't even know who this guy is.
Right.
But I think to some extent, for newer viewers, the same could be with AJ, but like the size and stuff like that. If you're trying to draw in more people in 2003, I would think you might have a better opportunity of grabbing people with a guy like Chris Harris.
No, I think that's interesting. And I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know if this deal is actually going to go through. I don't think it does. I feel like we'd know about it. But we'll see what evolves. And even if it doesn't go through, are they going to still do this? Could we potentially see Chris Harris rise to the top to be a challenger for the NWA title against Jeff Jarrett? I think anything's possible.
You never know. And I think Raven is a far better heel, for the record.
Well, yeah. Maybe he just needs to join Jarrett like everyone else is apparently doing.
You never know.
You never know.
We'll have to stay tuned and find out.
That's right. Keep listening to your favorite TNA wrestling podcasts to find out. Bob, let's touch on Explosion here, and then we will get into this show. It's been a long opening one time, but we had a lot of great discussion and a lot of good notes. So throwback to the old listeners who likes the old format better, even though I still have notes to talk about during the show.
So just imagine that if Dallas still had other notes, we'd be here for another 45 minutes.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But Explosion was taped on the same day of the show we're watching, December 10th, 2003, and it aired on December 13th, 2003, and it featured the following 3 matches. Elix Skipper defeated Brian Gamble. Shark Boy defeated David Young. Sanjay Dutt defeated John McChesney. And then in the main event, Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond defeated J-Rock and Jason Porcaro.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've heard John McChesney's name before. He's a Pennsylvania guy.
Yeah, I think we heard a bunch of these guys' names before.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead. There was one other match that took place before Explosion.
Oh, okay.
And it's Sonny Siaki defeating Adam Booker.
All right. Well, if that was on WGN, I probably wouldn't really care.
I mean, yeah, so yeah, if you want to look at it like that, this was one of the weaker Explosions we've had in a while. They've been pretty stacked recently.
Well, yeah, and you know what's crazy too, though, is I'm sure that at some point, you know, if TNA were to incorporate a main event match, I'm sure that there'd be like This week it's X against Don Harris, and then all these other jobber matches. I was like, have fun with that. Like the first couple weeks, it's like Superstars in like 22 when they're like
God.
The Undertaker and Matt Hardy, and like the next week it's like Jack Swagger's taking on Hornswoggle.
It's so bad that I remember when they announced Matt Hardy and Undertaker, and for some reason you're like, oh, and then like, it's like what? That's how they got
on
you.
WGN too, which is crazy.
There you go. But they got you to freaking watch it for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. It is funny because I do
Next week
that
it's John Morrison taking on fucking Otis. Or not Otis. What's his fucking name? What was Luke Gallows' name?
Oh, fucking Festus.
Festus. John Morrison against Festus.
Otis.
He was a taller version of Otis. Just he only would go nuts when the bell rang. Like,
it was a little different, but we'll take it. But on that note, Bob, that's all I got.
All right, Dallas. Then it's time to get into the show. If you want to follow along, head over to Impact Plus, or if it's in your own personal collection, maybe it's on a VHS tape. I don't know. Maybe you still have a VCR. I sure don't. But I know people that do. You can watch along with us. I should get a VCR. I should just do it. But I don't have any VHS tapes, so I don't know why I would.
I could let you borrow my bootleg SummerSlam 2002 VHS if you want.
Oh, perfect. That's great. You can watch along with us if you go any of those routes, or you can just listen to us for the next, I don't know, probably hour and 54 minutes or something, as we try to enjoy the December 10th, 2003 NWA TNA weekly pay-per-view. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say play, that's when we're going to start playing and watching. And then so would you if you want to do that, or just continue listening along. Don't worry, it's ad-free because, you know, we don't do that type of stuff here. Largely because we don't have any sponsors. But it's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, there you go, Bob. We have a Malice tribute. I mean, it's just his name, but it's in our version. It's nice to see that. We were told they potentially did one for Mad Mikey, but we didn't see it. So nice to see that they did do that with Malice. Look at this Jeff Jarrett video package. They keep zooming in on Jeff Jarrett's face. The choice
is yours, pal.
Don Callis has the power. We're running the show.
How do we feel about Kid Kash and Jarrett?
I think it's kind of a weird team. You could almost say it's a similar idea. I feel like of Shane Douglas and Michael Shane. Like you got the little guy that people hate, and then you got the big, like the heavyweight guy that people hate.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You have a coward heel with another coward heel doing like me. I would assume like the dirty work.
Right.
But you're right. It's the same kind of like. I don't even think if I would have thought about that if you had said that. If you hadn't said that.
Yeah. So I don't know if I hate it, but it's weird. It's weird. It's like I said, Michael Shane, Shane Douglas. I don't hate it, but it's kind of weird. But look, there's the kick of Styles with the guitar. Someone in the crowd got a real nice piece of that. I mean, like real nice.
I like how it took someone the better part of almost 20 months to figure out, hey, just kick the guitar.
Kick it, yeah.
Or if you're Sting, use a baseball bat.
Right. Kid Kash threw Jimmy Hart out of the ring, hit him. And there's a guitar. He laid it down. He was going to give the Styles Clash to Kid Kash onto the guitar, but Jarrett stole it. And Styles notoriously does not look down when he hits the Styles Clash. That's how he nearly broke Frankie Kazarian's neck a few months ago. Just kidding. It's because he tucked his chin instead of putting his head back. But, you know. Jarrett and Kash. Jarrett's like, yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's funny when they're on knees like that. He's pointing at him, and like Jarrett's like, "What?" It's like they're miming each other. Like, is that me?
Right.
Just smaller. What's going on?
Raising the hand at the end. Oh no, they're doing this really shitty thing. Look, this is at 6:22 Central Standard Time before the show. Victims. It says Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, Rick Steiner.
How can you read that? I can't even.
He's saying it. Dusty Rhodes. Toby Keith, Vince Russo, Tennessee Titans.
Keith.
Soon to be victims. America Most Wanted, AJ Styles, Don Harris. I can't see what the one on the Eric Watts. I thought it said something Walls. I was like, what? On the fence is 3 Live Crew. Gilberti says, I got guys, they're in. He's talking about Swinger and Diamond, who are not in the room here. In the room, we got Callis in the front. We got the red shirts, David Young, Kid Kash, Glenn Gilberti.
Glenn.
If you want to stay in, you got to keep his mouth shut.
Oh, David Young.
So,
David Young's
see,
still there, and they hate him.
There's Swinger and Simon. There is 2 chairs with duct tape on the back with no one sitting in them. Do you like the cinematic view? Because I fucking hate it.
I'm not a fan of it, and I don't think it's like good quality.
Did you take the jail? Wow. I missed who he just said a name, but Cal said that the check is working on it. And here's another shot of another locker room. We have the Gathering, not Raven though.
Sabin.
Sabin Styles and America's Most Wanted. This is
Chris wearing.
Fucking. That's a schmuck that you wear in art class.
Oh my god.
That was at 6:45. I think it said. And here's Goldilocks and Watts on the phone. Oh, he's here. Perfect. He says. Punk looks like he's trying not to hold them laughing right now.
I'd be laughing if I saw Chris Harris wearing that. I can't believe that. Harris looks like he's like doing pottery art, and that's like what he's wearing.
That's what I mean, dude. It's his art smock.
It's horrible.
Are the rumors true? Styles says, man, I don't
What the fuck are we talking about?
Someone's here. CM Punk just questioned Watts running the show. Styles said, I can't do this. I'm leaving. Talk about it later. Watts says, we need to team up on this. Tonight, I got a surprise. Oh, Bob, what do you think it is?
Surprise. Is it Brutus the Barber Beef King?
Could it be the Ultimate Maniacs? Hulk Hogan.
It's the Zodiac.
It's the Zodiac. Okay, Bob, we are in the arena. You're getting a shot at the crowd. We had 750 last week. What do you think we are at this week?
I'm going to say 900.
Yeah, they wish.
Fuck. 650.
650.
What? Is that right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Heavily papered at 650.
Heavily papered at 650?
Oh, they have confirmed Michael Shane defends against Christopher Daniels tonight.
Oh my god.
Kid Kash opening us up here.
Heavily papered at 650.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Oh my god. That must mean like nobody wanted to be there.
Maybe it was snowing. The city was shut down, but they came out anyways.
Maybe it was snowing.
One of the dancers has look at this dancer is saying like, yeah, Master of the Hurricane Rana. Because he is. Kid Kash is the Master of the Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, of course he is.
I fear no man sign, but he's facing a man that he potentially fears in Don Harris. One of Bob's favorite tag team wrestlers.
There's no potential.
Brothers.
There's no potential. He's absolutely terrified of him.
Oh my god, look at that Tron of him
What
pointing.
the hell was that?
Heavy D. Now, little did everyone know, Heavy D is actually Bob's nickname in high school.
You son of a bitch. You son
Wait. Kevin Northcutt just attacked Don Harris from behind, and there is Legend. Oh.
Northcutt, I think he missed that forearm shot. But
Yeah, just by a little bit. They're whipping Harris against all the guardrails here. Is this match even going to take place?
Oh,
It's
shit.
the same-
I see people with a hot rod. We're supposed to get Piper today, aren't we?
Oh, no. You're right. I think it was rumored to come back tonight.
I totally forgot about that. Damn it.
That ain't good.
No, it's not good at all. It sucks.
Well, can't do what you... Can't have it all, Bob. You can't have it all.
Yeah, I mean, not everything can be a winner.
Look, the bell has rang. Don Harris has knocked down Kid Kash, just like, really? Andrew Thomas is a ref, so you know there's going to be a bump.
I mean, Don Harris is definitely still going to win this match, right? If I had to guess. He ain't about to lose.
I don't know, dude. We'll see
He
what happens.
should lose. I mean, Kid Kash apparently getting a heel push here.
Right.
At least I would assume he's getting a heel push.
Well, he's Kid Kash is just kicking. Don Harris comes back, tries to do a leaping clothesline. Don Harris does not fall.
Doesn't even bother him.
Swings it right. Kid Kash ducks. Goes for a crossbody. Gets caught. Tossed over. Kid Kash just crashed himself on that move.
Sure did.
And he was holding himself like, oh shit. He's up though. He's getting some right hands. Up against the rope. Comes back. Back body drop. Boom.
Oof.
Shitty clothesline by Don Harris. And another.
Shitty one.
And another.
For being a huge guy, he does a very weak running clothesline.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
He doesn't even like follow through on it.
No. And all he gets is a big right hand on the top. They're going over toward the announce table. Smash mouth. Oh, Don Harris caught the chair. Oh, and hits Kid Kash with that. You're not good enough from that.
Devastating.
I gotta say though, I'm glad they're kind of starting with this because if they we were midway through the show and they put this on, I'd be like, wow. Like,
yeah,
get
that's
out of here.
That's a good point. Get it out of the way.
Kid Kash breaking out of a choke slam. Off the rope, comes back.
Oh no! A
Huge
single
side
person
slam.
H-bomb.
Yeah, I mean it pretty much was. Oh, there's Northcutt almost pre-bumped on those punches on the apron, but Harris knocks both red shirts off the apron. Jarrett's here with a fucking guitar as Andrew Thomas's back is turned with the red
He's
shirt.
got to help his new pal.
Oh fuck, he's done. Look at Kid Kash throw the pieces out.
Smart.
They never do that.
I love how they have to use the main event world champion to knock out Don Harris for him to do a job.
Right. Red shirt's going after him though right away. I'll tell you what, dude, that was quick. That was easy. I'm totally fine with this placement on the card. And look, we're going right into a Jeff Jarrett promo. Here comes Callis with the title. You're either with me or against us.
Or against.
Like Kid Kash decided last week, you get rewarded if you're with him. And you're against me.
What is he rewarded with?
You look like Don Harris. Oh. Yeah, look what happened to him. AMW can't stop him. Raven can't stop me. AJ Styles, sure as hell, can't stop me.
You ain't even gonna show up tonight, Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper, yeah. So get ready for the fucking bagpipes, Bob.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
And I'm probably not going to kick your ass. Here comes AJ Styles with a chair.
Oh.
Headshot to legend. Headshot to everyone.
Put your hands up. They're all bitches.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Jarrett didn't put his hand up. That looked like I caught him right on the forehead.
Well, so did Legends, dude. Legends was wicked hard on the head.
I'm pretty sure Raven was the one that said, like, if you put your hands up on chair shot, I'm just going to hit you harder. But then, ironically, I'm pretty sure Raven puts his hands up every single fucking time.
Well, he's not the one swinging it, is he?
That's true. That's true.
They're surrounding the ring. Styles has a chair. Will we find out who the surprise is? Is it Sting? Could Sting come back and help out Styles again?
Oh, the light's going to go out? It's going to be Sabin.
Oh.
Fuck.
It's Roddy Piper.
Son of a bitch.
Well, we hear the music. We haven't seen him yet, but
that's true. It could be a swerve.
Look at Jarrett. He's just staring like, what?
Whose music is that?
Oh my God, Bob! Does that bagpiper not look like Carol Baskin's husband?
Oh my God, it does.
I figured it out. The Nashville pipes and drums. Look at this guy.
Oh my God. What a great fucking introduction.
Why are they doing live performance for Piper's return?
Because this is a huge moment, Al. What are you talking about?
I would have liked this for his first appearance, maybe. Nashville Piper.
That looks like Carol Baskin.
Yeah. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Speaking of, have you watched the new Tiger King at all or no?
I have.
Oh yeah, I have not yet.
I'll tell you right now, if you enjoyed season 1, I'd recommend watching season 2.
Oh, fuck.
It's not as crazy, but like I got plenty of enjoyment out of it, and it's only 5 episodes.
Oh wow, only 5. Okay.
Yeah, it's worth it. Here's Piper. He looks like he got a fucking haircut. Remember the promos we had? Like Piper looks good here. Like he looks not disheveled.
Yeah.
He took the flag that one of the guys was carrying out. What is it? Oh, it's an NWA flag.
It looks like an NWA Wildside flag.
No, that wouldn't surprise me.
No, it looks like just regular NWA.
Styles in the ring. Piper's in the ring. Crowd seems pretty excited. I mean, if I was there live, I guess I'd be excited too. But if I was paying $10 and like Piper just came out, I wouldn't care probably. And they said I wouldn't be back.
I got there for a second. Why does it sound like he's slurring his speech?
Well, he just went past Neverland when he was shooting a movie, son. Jesus Christ. He took all his albums out home and he beat it. He's here to claim back NWA. That's his roost, the National Wrestling Alliance. He's going to wrestle, isn't he, Bob?
You what?
Look at the sign. Smells like WCW.
Ooh.
Woo-hoo. Look at them holding it up again, trying to get on camera. Oh, my God. NWA was the godfather of wrestling. Health insurance for guys like this.
What the fuck are we talking about? Why are we talking about worker benefits here?
Do you think that TNA was offering benefits back in 2003?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, probably not. You were lucky if you got $100.
I don't even know if they were offering benefits in like 2014.
Well, Piper's naming the people that he just had listing. Yeah, Hacksaw, he had cancer. He beat it, and then you beat him up. Oh, Piper said, I'm the only guy Hogan couldn't beat. Bob, is that true?
I believe so. I don't think... Wait a minute. I think Hogan beat him.
I feel like he's had to have, right?
Let me double check here. I don't know necessarily cleanly.
Okay.
But I believe he does have a pinfall victory over Roddy Piper. Let me double check. Yeah, so at Super Brawl 7, Hogan defeated Roddy Piper.
That's a WCW.
Correct.
That took a while, though.
I don't think he ever beat him in WWF.
That's pretty wild.
From what I can remember. And yeah, because Piper beat him at Starrcade 96 with a sleeper hold, which was nuts.
I feel like I've definitely
Halloween Havoc, I feel like Hogan technically won that one too. I don't really remember how he beat him, but
okay, Jarrett just threatened to beat him up. Why don't you do it right now? What's this?
Who's me? Is that D'Lo? That's D'Lo Brown.
Oh shit, D'Lo Brown is back. He's wearing his track pants, his long white sleeve shirt that's tucked in.
His music was like DMX stuff. Oh, he just hit Jarrett with a sit-out powerbomb thing. Snap power slam by AJ. Remember, these guys are undefeated tag team, Styles and D'Lo. The greatest 5 weeks of our lives. Piper doing some wild knee strikes.
For real.
Trying to fight off Legend. Oh, D'Lo
Throws
gives
the
it
flag.
Jabs Legend, hits Northcutt over the head and back. Same thing for Legend.
Oh my God. All right, so Bob, hear me out for a second. Wait, here's Eric Watts. He has to get his start. Look at Piper's waving the flag.
I thought Watts was about to attack him. And just for the record, Piper did win it, Havoc. But Hogan does have a decisive victory at Super Brawl 7.
Interesting. Jeff, the Jack.
That is not getting over, Watts.
No, it's
Jeff
not.
the Jackass Jarrett thing is not getting over. We need to stop it.
There's a small infant in the crowd I just saw.
It's fine. That's fitting.
What's happening tonight? Eric Watts is not going out with a fight. Starting tonight. I'm going to make your life a living hell.
I feel like he's been making his life a living hell far longer than just starting.
Right. But if you go get yourself a partner, then you better bring Callis with you. Because you're going to fight D'Lo Brown, AJ Styles, and in the main event. So D'Lo and Styles teaming up against Jarrett and a partner in the main event. When it gets better, he said. He says, 4 or 5 weeks ago, Callis kicked you out of the building. How would you like to be the equalizer tonight and be ringside in the main event? He said, this one's for you, Hawk.
And then he does a saying that I don't think I've ever heard Hawk say.
Yeah, I was definitely thought he was going to.
I thought he was gonna be like, what a rush.
Right.
And say it was like, piss on me and watch me grow. What the hell? I don't know what that even means.
Okay, bagpipes. The Nashville pipes and drums playing again. We had a main event tonight. The crowd seemed pretty excited about all that. And listen, like I was just about to say.
You thought so? I thought they were pretty like, oh, woo, okay, whatever.
Well, excited about as like D'Lo came out. They were pretty excited to see like D'Lo.
The announcement of the main event, not so much. I like this gear here for AMW.
America's Most Wanted backstage with Scott Hudson wearing, an awesome white and like gold attire. Really nice.
Storm looking like he's in better shape as well.
See him again. But Harris says they've been waiting for this match for 4 months. Those belts belong to us.
Has it been that long since they've had a title shot?
I think since they lost them, really, I guess. They're saying they're coming back to America's Most Wanted. Yep, they've been chasing Simon and Swinger for 4 months. And how has the tide has turned? Because now there's new champions.
Crew.
Wow, we are the best in the business.
We are the best.
Sorry about Joe damn luck. X Division title up match. Okay, before we get further here, though, that opening segment, mostly the brawling and stuff like that, it kind of reminds me, it's not as exciting, so before you laugh at me here, of the end of 2002 when Sex was going crazy, and then they brought in, like, Triple X, and, like, it was, like, shit was, like, heating up, and, like, there's lots going on, you know what I mean? And there was, like, the sides fighting, like, we need to get the NWA back, right? Same idea. Not as exciting, because I think when Triple X came, and then we had, like, Amazing Red killing it and stuff. So not exactly the same.
Okay, at first I didn't know where you were going with this, but I can see the similarities of, like, the basis of the angle, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, Sex was like, oh, that was
they just tried
to get a replay of the entrance. Guys in the truck, can we see Daniels walking down again? Please, we need it. Sex was always about, like, killing the NWA.
Right.
Is Jarrett trying to kill NWA? I don't think he is.
No, I don't think so.
He just wants, like, power of the NWA. He wants the power of it.
Right.
And he has his own little group similar to what Russo had trying to kill it. He just wants to
control it. So the chaos it was kind of exciting, I thought. I mean, like I said, it's nothing like it was last year. But it reminded me of that, so it made me excited to see what they're doing. So as a longtime viewer, I'm like, oh shit, once they get crazy and passionate about this, like, I'm kind of excited. Michael Shane coming out with Tracy, gave her a kiss, which is weird because Shane Douglas has also been kissing her, but what do I know?
I like how he has the earring like fucking Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, well.
And his left ear just dangling down. Jesus.
If you're a bad guy, you got to have the dangly.
I want him to do a full cosplay of fucking Shawn Michaels. I want him to slowly transition into it.
Right.
Oh,
So do I.
well, kind of a similar pose here, folks.
His kind of version of the Heartbreak Kid
Yeah.
pose. Tracy puts her leg over his arm. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I think we're supposed to think that Tracy's been banging both these guys. That's just me.
Well, like I said, the kiss thing was kind of weird. Oh, look at her rubbing the trophy.
Where the fuck has Kazarian been?
Dude, I don't know where he's been.
He was like trying to flirt with the girl in the front row, right? And then
Yeah, they fucking killed that shit, dude.
yeah, the girl being the future Angelina Love, by the way.
Yes, which is crazy.
It was nuts, but
Hold up the title. Daniels versus Michael Shane, X Division title. Bob, I got some notes, but before that, do you have any indie notes on our first order of this match?
Dallas, I'm gonna fucking plot twist you right now. There is absolutely zero indie notes. Not a fucking soul
For the show?
anything the weekend prior to the show. Next week there's some stuff.
Wow.
But this week, no. The only thing I have, and I'll just say it now because he fucking returned, was that fucking D'Lo Brown, of course, it was in All Japan Pro Wrestling. And he was having a bunch of matches.
Okay, against who?
Well, he was teaming up with well, it looks like he was mainly teaming up with like Taka Michinoku.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, against like guys that if I were to even try,
Well, that's why I asked you about it.
there's just no fucking way. Well, actually, on November 27th, he teamed up with Taka against Buchanan, which I think is Bull Buchanan. Yep, it is Bull Buchanan. And Malice
Oh, wow.
in the Real World Tag League 2003. I'm assuming that's a tournament.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
They also fought like La Parca and Parca Guerrera, which would be Nasawa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He was in a 6-man where he teamed up with who the fuck is High 6'9"? Neo, I don't know who that is, and Taka against Abdullah the Butcher, and Kendo Kashin. Now, do you want to take a guess on who Abdullah the Butcher would be?
I don't even know where I would start to guess.
I think you know who Kituro is.
Kikutaro?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Nope.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
That's nuts.
Okay.
Let's see here. And then also I need to watch some All Japan because these matches are fucking weird.
This is so weird.
D'Lo Brown and Taka lost to Jamal and Just Incredible.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on? I'm gonna look up All Japan shows after this and fucking try to get some. Because like Jamal and Just Incredible teaming up is weird.
Daniels just hit a split leg moonsault onto the left leg of Michael Shane, which he was just working on in his submission right before that.
Storytelling.
Right.
I think. Okay, and then I guess maybe the last All Japan show or match before D'Lo arriving here saw, I guess D'Lo, Jamal, and Taka Michinoku were part of a group, which was called ROND, which featured a bunch of people. I'm going to list the people that were part of this group.
Wait, look at Tracy's. Sorry, Daniels is distracted by Tracy, gets thrown into the steel steps here ringside.
So ROAD featured Buchanan, D'Lo Brown, Malice, Jamal, Matt Morgan, Rico, Rosie, Rosie, which was Rosie.
Daniels is busted hard way.
Oh, he is busted big time.
Really, really, really bad, and he's dripping blood, like real bad. So he just hit those steel steps very, very hard.
Oh my god, he must have hit the fucking edge.
Look at. This is not good. Oh, fucking A, dude. Oh my god, this is so bad.
God. Taioke, Taka Michinoku, Gladiator, which is Mike Awesome, and Just Incredible. And this group ran from 2003 to 2005. All right. Well, the last match here was D'Lo Brown, Jamal, and Taka losing to Abdullah the Butcher, KJ Muto, and Sam Greco.
Wow.
I don't know who Sam Greco is, but I know the other guys. I'm fucking for sure looking up some All Japan Pro Wrestling in the mid 2000s to see just crazy matches. And this Blade, I can't even say Blade.
It's not Blade, dude. No way.
He definitely cut or hit his head on the side of the ring steps. That's absolutely what happened.
I can't even believe it right now.
But
watch. Here's the replay. Here's the replay. Oh,
fuck, man, right on the tip of it, on the top.
And the edge.
On the edge, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The edge and that like top corner area, dude. I mean, he is. Is that the cut right there on the side of his head? I think it might have been. Yeah, corner of the steel. Wow. Okay, so I also have some notes from this match. This has been a fine match so far. We're trying to call some of it, but
well, here's the thing too. The accidental bleeding probably is leading us to be more interested in this.
It certainly is. Michael Shane with a vicious back elbow on Daniels. So kind of bouncing off of the low-key stuff. This is in Alvarez's little article here. So it's mentioned low-key versus Michael Shane was scheduled for the show. That was to air the day after we went to press, and it was changed to Michael Shane versus Daniels. So in the Observer, it was rumored. This confirmed that before they actually went on the air. Since Key won the shot and got injured on the same show last week, this is obviously part of a storyline. People probably would make the most sense if Daniels won the title. That way, he'd have a natural storyline set up with both Michael Shane and Low Key. So if Daniels wins, Key could come back, he'd fight him. He's got the feud with Michael Shane. I don't disagree with this. Michael Shane missing a senton from the top, flipping senton.
Like a corkscrew
senton. Right. Also, I think I have some more here. I thought it was higher up on my notes. Drop kick to the knee. He's working that left leg still really good.
Dragon screw?
Yeah. Sure did. So there was a AAA show on November 30th. I think, Bob, you might have mentioned this last week. I could be wrong. But both David Young and Michael Shane worked that show.
Yeah, I did.
From TNA. So reports we got are that Antonio Pena was very happy with Michael Shane.
Oh, no. What is this going to be not good for David Young?
So Dave says, somehow I figured that would be the case, but wasn't happy with Young. Those who were there said Shane got over more based on the fact that he was related to Shawn Michaels than anything that he did in the ring.
Of course.
And it's also kind of bouncing off of that too. Hold on. There is talk about trying to get a tape of that November 30th AAA show, just to have footage of Michael Shane performing in front of a rabid audience of 18,000.
Holy. That's crazy. That's probably more than what TNA gets in a paying audience all year.
Fisherman DDT by Michael Shane. Oh, foot on the rope, though.
David Young. Not happy with David Young. That's fucking classic.
Poor
David Young. What is he doing? Reverse DDT? No. Daniels counters with a snapmare. STO. Signaling for probably the best moonsault ever.
Let's see.
Best. Moonsault.
Oh, he misses it.
Oh, Tracy on the top rope. She hits like a Fez Perez off the top rope. Pie in the sky.
Come on, dude. Pie in the sky.
Sorry, I'm more of a traditionalist. Even though Mike today, the definition of traditionalist.
Going for the super kick. Daniels countered. Going for something. Step over figure four.
The Nagata lock.
Oh, wow.
The amount of times I saw Yuji Nagata defeat Ultimo Dragon in 1997 in WCW with this move pisses me off seeing it right now.
Tracy is channeling her inner Lita because her thong is hanging out very far.
Hell
the back
yeah.
of her pants. Daniels was
maybe,
distracted.
maybe this
Oh,
will be
Tracy.
the first butthole that I see. Oh,
Oh, he's pulling her pants, and the
he
crowd
could
is getting
easily
it.
just rip those off. I mean,
Oh, they are ripping.
they are definitely torn.
Oh boy, he's about to do something to her. Angel's wings on Tracy, whose butt is exposed.
Oh, super kick as he was swinging around.
Whoa, dude.
Is that it? Let's see.
That was kind of. That was.
I think
nice.
he's taking too long. He's gonna kick out. One.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Kicking out at 2.
That might have been a good finish there. Just to finish it out there. Oh, he's got something to say.
He's got a chain. It looks like
Of
Tracy.
course, the Shane Douglas chain. Oh, it's Chris Sabin.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa.
He punched it out of his hand and Daniels caught it.
What are the odds of being able to catch it? Oh, Daniels decks him with it, but the referee saw it.
Shit.
Son of a bitch. What are you talking about? He's like, I can't hit him with a chain?
Tracy's pants are still falling down. She got in the ring to check him.
I mean, they're completely torn. I mean, there's
still your X Division champion, Michael Shane. Mike Posey's the biggest heel in the Asylum. Oh shit!
Oh, and then he punches Chris Sabin. Well, they probably don't care. They don't like each other.
No, they're going at it now, so it don't matter. This could potentially be teasing toward that Ultimate X match.
Yeah. Because you did say that it was Sabin, Daniels, Shane, and Loki, right?
Right. Security coming to break him up as Michael Shane and Tracy are booking it out of here. Wow. Who's that referee? The long hair one. Who's that?
Who is that? I've never seen the guy before in my life.
We're going to the backstage area with Scott Hudson, 3 Live Crew. Wow, look at Conan's outfit.
Yeah, he's got a jacket of all the NBA team logos, it looks like. With a Lakers jersey underneath it.
America's Most Wanted, please believe, don't get it twisted. Oh. Do we fear you? Hell, Hell no.
Yeah.
He had to catch himself there. Till you beat the champs. That's right. BG James. We're going to do what we do, and that's taking care of you, AMW. Got to make everything rhyme. Oh, wait a second. Gilberti walks in with David Young. Says this isn't physical, but as you've noticed, Jeff Jarrett and Don Callis are running the show around here now, right? Yeah, we noticed that. This is my BG James impression.
I thought Eric Watts was running it too.
Well, he technically is, Bob. But he of course, Glenn's going to say Callis is with Jarrett because they're like the heel team. We're taking over. Killings is like, what are you saying, man? So last week, Jeff Jarrett asked you to make a decision, and we didn't get an answer. Wait, who's this? Simon Diamond telling him to stop. Stop talking for us and stop doing business for us. Please, I'm trying to get an answer here from 3 Live Crew. You guys got to make your decision. He just said, do you not comprehend what I'm trying to tell you?
What are you, ignorant?
Beachy says, do this on somebody else this time. We got a title defense. They leave. Gilberti says, think about it. He's yelling at them, where the hell were you guys? You weren't at the meeting. Swinger and Diamond are like, what meeting? Of course, that's talking about that Jeff Jarrett one that was going on.
Uh-oh, David's like, oh shit, I forgot.
He's like, yeah, I told him. They're saying, you're a liar. This team is falling apart before our eyes, Bob.
Dallas, I have an idea.
What's that?
Of where this booking could be going.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking.
Oh, Swinger says 3 Live Crew, Jeff Jarrett, or us. That's where I tell you we're supposed to be. Is that's in that tag team title match. We may take a little interest in the tag team title match. Gilberty says you do not interfere. We just cut them off right there.
Okay, I'm thinking potentially here
Yeah.
because Simon Diamond is all like, "Listen, you don't talk for us."
Mm-hmm.
Simon Diamond turning face and going after Jarrett.
I would not complain.
I could see it happening.
I could see it. We're getting a video package here about the tag team title stuff. Now, before we forget, Bob, what did you think about that X Division title match?
I think that Daniels accidentally busted himself open, made that better.
Yeah, but I totally agree with that completely. I thought that match was a lot of fun. Like you said, did that create more interest? Probably.
I think it was good.
But I really enjoyed it. I really liked the match. And actually, what's kind of interesting, Daniels attacks Low-Ki. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, that kind of makes him a bad guy. But he's fighting Michael Shane, who's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he almost, I don't know, did he get sympathy after the cut and stuff like that in the match? Because I wasn't looking at him like a heel during that match, even at all.
I kind of agree with you. I wasn't watching that match as Daniels being a heel. And I think him getting busted open might have attributed to that.
Yeah, and I think that the action in the match is pretty good as well. So I don't want to.
I thought it was good,
but I think that was one of the best X Division title matches we've had. I'm gonna say it since the Ultimate X match.
Well, I can't possibly say that because my memory is real bad. But I'm gonna say, it might have been Michael Shane's best X Division title defense.
Absolutely.
But again, I don't remember shit. So
we find the defendants guilty. Here come America's Most Wanted.
What's James Storm's reaction here? He doesn't look too mad.
He ain't slapping hands.
Well, he kind of faked out a fan on a high five there. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna do it."
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He thought about it, and then he was like, "Nah."
Okay, so what I'm gonna get out of this is that they are gonna lose, but not clean. I think so. He's not completely pissed because he's not taking a pin. I think it's gonna be a disqualification, or they'll get like cheap shotted.
I think they're gonna get cheap shotted, and I think James Storm is gonna take the pin.
No. What's this 3 Life Crew song? Is it the same one but with a different intro?
They're coming out to like a 70s theme.
Is it their old song? Oh wait, here we go.
Here we go. Really? They had to do the bang thing and then start walking.
We do be doing the damn thing. Is BG sings his line's pretty. It's pretty catchy, dude. I'm telling you, this song gets stuck in my head more times than I want to admit.
Even like the words, or like just the beat.
Pretty much at all. I mean, I don't know all the words, so I'm not gonna sing it so Jordan can clip it. But it's always in my head, man.
Yeah, you got to leave me for the clipping.
Yeah, exactly. JB, I'm telling you right now, our friend Austin Skinner has this jacket that JB is wearing. He did at one point in time.
Did he really?
Well, I mean, his was like a fleece, but it looks pretty fucking close. I'll tell you what, if America Most Wanted brought out that new gear and are not winning gold in that new gear, I'm going to be pretty sad because that gear is awesome.
That's the type of gear that you definitely win.
That you know you're winning a title. It's a big match, so you're wearing the good gear. They're doing it right now.
I don't even know if they've... I wonder how many times they wore this.
Yeah.
I feel like when they get to like the monthly pay-per-views, this should be like their monthly pay-per-view gear.
Right. Conan ringside in his Lakers number 8. Bob, who is number 8?
Kobe.
Well, if I made a guess like that, I would have been wrong. So I'm glad I asked. But
have you ever looked at someone and just immediately got in a bad mood?
Did BG James just do that to you?
That's 100% what happened here.
I'm sorry.
I was like totally in a fine mood. I thought the show's going pretty well. We're already 42 minutes and 33 seconds into this,
which is
kind of flying by.
Right.
And then I just look at fucking BG James with that stupid tag team titles in his stupid hands.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I
What the
gotta,
fuck?
I gotta say, BG James, Road Dogg, Rody, whatever you want to call him, is a lot better if you just remember him as like, oh, he was fun. You don't rewatch. Don't just don't rewatch his matches.
You know, and what's really sad, Dallas, is that I'm pretty sure that for the next 5.5 years,
Oh yeah, I mean we got, we
BG
got
James
plenty
is
of time.
regularly on fucking TV.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of time left with him. James Storm has got a hammerlock on BG James here, starting off pretty technical, as technical as the BG James match could be.
He tells Harris to suck it. James Storm hammering away with his oiled up body. He didn't bother really touching his back today.
They never do, dude.
He
They never do.
just did the front. Why is that? Why do they not go for the back?
Because then they have to ask someone, and
That's
You-
probably-
you
why
know,
don't you just dump it over your head like water?
it gets a little weird. You think Ahmed Johnson's gonna go up to Shawn Michaels and be like, "Hey, Shawn, could you oil my back?"
I think Ahmed Johnson would 100% do that.
Well, he
don't give
doesn't
a
because
fuck.
his back is never oiled. And if you want to listen to us talk about Ahmed Johnson's
Shit.
oiled back, join us over on IcoPod with our friend Austin Skinner.
Yeah, where we're watching not great WWF 1996.
And if you want Bob to fake his excitement for these TNA shows, definitely IcoPod.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy these shows.
Yeah, okay.
I don't.
Harris
It's like watching it in your house every single week.
No, it is not, dude. Those in your house shows suck. Harris is tagged and he's the legal man. Oh, dude, just doing that. Oh, tempting a double team, but there we go. Harris with the assist because BG tried to break out, but nope. NWA senior official Rudy Charles only counted 2 right there, but that's okay.
I don't know why, but it looks like the fans are like standing.
No, because they're excited to see this match. Harris whips James Storm into BG James that was in the corner. They whip BG to the other corner. He pops out, and then a running bulldog by Harris. James coming with a cover. Or, I'm sorry, James Storm. I should elaborate.
Yeah, clarify here. BG James, James Storm, James, which one?
It's like Don Harris, Chris Harris.
You know what? This is a dream match of mine. Would be a triple threat match between Adam Page, Ethan Page, and Diamond Dallas Page.
What about Hangman Page?
I just said Adam Page.
Oh, you did say Adam Page?
Ethan Page.
Ethan Page.
And Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page.
And Page.
And Page. What about Kimberly Page?
Perfect. Add all the pages. Ironically, Page would probably take all 3 of them on. Just not in a wrestling ring.
Wow.
But which page am I talking
on.
about? Which page am I talking about? You don't know.
You don't
Because
know.
I just said 4 of them.
That's right. People are on the ramp. I believe it's going to be Swinger and Diamond. We haven't got a camera shot of them yet, but we'll see that in just a second.
Storm.
Oh, Don West is making a reference to it as well.
Yep, Swinger and Diamond.
Put the light on them. They held the title for 4 months. That's right.
Spinning toehold here by Killings on James Storm. Will James Storm kick out or tap out? He's reaching for the ropes, and apparently he's got dinosaur. Oh, he got it. He had T-Rex arms there for a minute, but he was able to get to the ropes.
Bob, what if I told you that during the meeting that Jeff Jarrett had last week, where they mentioned about the Hogan situation happening, that they also wanted everyone to come in early on this December 10th show because they would be taping everyone for an upcoming video game.
What?
Yeah. There's
That
a
doesn't
TNA
happen
video game.
for like 5 years. Well, what the hell? Why? I feel like half the guys aren't even in the company.
Could that explain this really awesome gear that AMW is wearing?
That could. But I would imagine that'd be fake motion graphics, right? Is that what they're referencing?
I'm assuming. Something like that, yeah.
Oh my God, does that mean that they would be, hey Don Harris, we need you for a motion capture? And you just shitty clotheslines like that?
I'd love to play as Don Harris in a video game of TNA.
Is there? I wonder, is Don Harris even in a video game?
Not that I can think of.
He is. I don't think he was ever in a WWF one. He's like an Eli brother. I don't think that ever.
No way. There's no way.
Blue brother, I mean. And then WCW, I don't think he was either. Like Mayhem or something? I don't think so. Creative Control. Well, you know what? Maybe he was in Backstage Assault. Maybe not. I doubt it. Are you looking it up right now or something?
I'm trying, but
yeah, I don't think so. BG James going after Harris slammed down Killings. Harris with a leaping clothesline on BG. Storm clotheslines Killings and BG. Storm is fired up. He's pissed. He's like, I'm not jobbing anymore.
oh, what's this?
AMW with a heart attack. Yep, on Killings. Could that be it? 1, 2. BG James is like, not today. It's like he almost knew to be there. Throwing Killings through the floor to the floor is James Storm. Oh no! Harris collides with Storm off the apron. Storm crashing to the floor. Harris is left alone, leaping sidekick as BG had Harris lifted into the air.
But people are paying more attention to what's happening on the ramp. Because someone was just trying to stop Swinger and Diamond. Oh, it's David Young.
Why is David Young stopping them from coming to the ring? David Young noticeably looking backwards to make sure that he's in the correct spot for Ron Killings hitting a crossbody on all three of them. Well, on two of them. David Young avoided it, but then Storm takes him out with a crossbody of his own. Harris with an eye rake to BG. BG going for the pump handle. He didn't hump him, so I don't think he's going to beat him. Oh, what a fucking weak ref bump that was. Spear by Harris.
Here they go.
Trying to tell the referee to get up. You got to go for catatonic, my man. Grabs BG by the legs. Going for a sharpshooter for some reason. The referee isn't going to be able to even acknowledge a potential tap out here.
He's trying to get Rudy up.
Uh-oh. Gilberti's in there with a chair. Oh, and he hits Harris over the back. The referee, of course, not seeing it. Ron Killings is sliding in. Harris is hunched over conveniently for
the axe kick.
A scissors kick.
He hits the axe kick. 1, 2, 3.
And look at that. The screw job ending. Not a clean finish. What a surprise. I am stunned.
And Harris took the pin, didn't he?
He did. Storm did not take the pin. 3 Life Crew retaining the belts because Glenn Gilberti probably thinks it's easier to beat 3 Life Crew than it is to defeat AMW.
Wow.
Although they did beat AMW for the tag titles, they have yet to beat 3 Life Crew for the titles. So I don't know if the logic makes sense. Okay,
well, Scott Hudson is in the back. He's supposed to be with NWA World Champion Jeff Jarrett. He didn't even open the door yet, though. There he is. Jarrett always comes out so mean out of the door. That's how he does interviews. Come knock on my door.
Well, you know what? When you're in a broom closet, I mean, I'd be pissed too.
The board of directors would not stand for this. Russo's in that room. Am I right?
No.
That's his partner. Jarrett doesn't know who his partner is going to be. Here comes Callis. Jarrett doesn't need a partner. He's just, what are you trying to tell me? Get in here.
Get in here, Don. Match time on
I will have a partner, and a damn good one. He shuts the door that doesn't actually shut. Here is CM Punk and De Niro with one of those weird videos, and they're saying, you guys are fighting the red shirts. What Raven says and what he does are two different things. Raven's definitely going to watch our back. The boss likes to put us through tests, and we keep passing them.
Why do the chains make me feel like they're into like BDSM or something?
And they probably are. Don't try to start drama that doesn't exist. And the camera guy goes, "Are you sure about that?" They're like, "Yeah, we're sure about it."
I like how De Niro's like, "Thank you."
Bet on red, dude.
Funny. Red alert. Northcutt and Legend.
Red shirt security.
Red shirt security. Also known as just the red shirts.
The Red Dogs, as Don Callis says. Mike Tenay reminded us of that.
They actually said that.
I guess. I don't know if I remember him saying that or not, but I feel like maybe I've heard him say it once or twice, but not something I'd remember. Oh, Merry Christmas. Julio De Niro, CM Punk.
Who do we got here? I'm thinking that the red shirts are going to win.
Yeah, probably. And if they really think Raven's going to come save them, they're fucking wrong.
Yeah, he ain't. He doesn't want to be part of this.
The one night only reunion, as if they haven't been a tag team in 15 years. It happened last week, though. The Gathering with Raven reunited.
I mean, even the one night reunion they had teamed up like 2 weeks before that.
Right. Now, do you think that if you were the agent running this match, or, we'll just say if it was Jeff Jarrett, you think you'd say, "Hey, Punk, you're facing two guys in red shirts. Maybe you should take off your red sweatshirt you're going to come out in"?
No, because I would be like, I'm trying to trick them into thinking I'm one of them.
Yeah, but come on. If their names weren't the red shirts, that's a different story.
Well, it's technically not a red shirt. It's a red jacket.
Well, it's coming off, thank God.
And now
his Legend is laying punches in.
Come on, Legend. Fist drop. Backstage, Abyss is in his boiler room. I don't know what he's looking at.
He's getting ready for the Monsters Ball, Bob. They haven't fed him in a week. It's
not a Monsters Ball.
They haven't fed him in a week. He hasn't seen light except the one on him in that video.
They haven't fed him in a week?
Well, that's how they do the Monsters Ball. You don't get food or water or anything.
For a week?
I don't know if it's a week. I think it's like...
I thought it was like a day.
It's a couple days or something.
Like a weekend.
Yeah. Probably since the Impact that was before the pay-per-view.
Right. Raven has grown his hair out pretty quickly. I mean, I guess it has been 3 months. So
yeah.
Doesn't feel like 3 months.
Yeah, can Raven fulfill his destiny to be the NWA champion eventually? I don't know.
I don't know, man. They might have missed the boat on that already. Which kind of sucks.
Because we know the show he should have won it at.
Sure do.
And unfortunately, he didn't.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Punk trying to elbow. Oh, he stomped on Northcutt's foot to break free of a devastating headlock. Forearm. And now, trying to dive to De Niro, but of course he can't reach him, so he drives Punk into the corner. Now here comes Legend. Leg sweep to take Punk down. We're going to go. Oh, the swing. Oh, and a drop kick by Legend.
Wow. Giant swing, drop kick, going for the cover. No, got it too. So we are currently in the place on the card of the I don't give a fuck about this match. And so this could have been Don Harris and Kid Kash. But
yeah, unfortunately, instead of a singles match, it's just with 4 people.
Yeah, and I hate to say it because I like pretty much everyone in this match, but I'm kind of sick of the red shirt feud of anything. Like anytime they feud with anyone, I get sick of it really fast.
Who do you like? I think I know the answer for you, but who do you like more, Legend or Northcutt?
Oh, it's Legend.
See, I think I kind of like Northcutt.
I don't know, dude. The way they brought Legend in and stuff, obviously, we're very far from that now, but
yeah,
the way they brought him in and everything, like they made a big Legend fan out of me. I thought it was really well done.
I think I just like Northcutt for his accent.
I guess I understand.
I think that's where my loyalty stands.
Punk trying to get the tag, but Legend and Northcutt have that ring cut in half, Bob. It's cut in half. Just like I'm gonna cut into some pie on Christmas coming up.
Yeah, man, just a couple of weeks away from good old Christmas. Definitely not Thanksgiving tomorrow. That is definitely not happening.
No.
No.
No, it is December 10th, Bob.
That is right.
We recorded this at 2 a.m. It got edited and posted 5 a.m. Eastern, like it does every single Friday.
Yep. Of course.
I'm exhausted. You've had 3 Cokes and a Red Bull. I've had a sugar cookie frappuccino from Starbucks.
Well, I'll have you know, I don't drink Red Bulls anymore.
Okay, you had 3 Cokes.
No, I'm on my second Coke Zero. I would drink a Red Bull, but it was getting to a point where I'd lay down and then my heart would be racing real quick. And I'd be like, oh shit, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped doing that. I'm sure Jordan, though, listening, one of our loyal listeners for both this show and for IcoPod, I'm sure he's on his 5th fucking monster or whatever at his job. And he's probably going to freaking go into cardiac arrest.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. Northcutt.
I hope it doesn't either. But
whoa,
with the way that he drinks his energy drinks,
you said a big overhead suplex. He called it a half Nelson one. It was more of a pump handle overhead suplex.
No way did he kick out of there. Well, he did, Don. CM
Punk has not been able to get the tag on De Niro. He's like, yeah, look at me flex my little boobs.
Any wrestler that does the booby dance, top 5.
Top 5.
And in case you're wondering, it is, in fact, Ahmed Johnson, Lex Luger, Kevin Northcutt, Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, yeah.
And I guess really Hulk Hogan.
Does he do that, though? Does he, like, pump him like that?
I think so.
I can't think of a time I ever saw him do that to someone.
Oh, I'm thinking, like, in his promos, like, he, like, clenches. So it's, like, kind of like...
Oh, okay. Wow, that's fast.
Maybe Monty Brown. Does Monty Brown do it? Where the fuck has Monty Brown been?
Good fucking question, man. I don't know.
It's like over a year. We haven't seen him.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a long time. Guess we're missing literally an entire year because he's definitely not coming back in 2003 at this point.
Well, you never know.
We do got one more show, man.
He could be Jeff Jarrett's partner tonight.
That's a good point, actually. Hot tag. De Niro's in, taking out the red shirts. He's hulking up. Oh, fuck.
Super kick.
That kick that Northcutt just did is definitely going to give him a stroke. CM Punk takes out Legend.
Oh, he's signaling for the end here. Oh, nice counter.
Whoa.
Oh, he got him. De Niro with a roll-up. That's a fucking... I think that's an upset.
Wow.
That's it. I'm taking Northcutt out of my top 5. I'm going to put Buff Bagwell.
I was going to say Buff Bagwell's got to be one of them, right?
He's definitely in there. And I'm only saying Buff Bagwell because he popped up on my TV screen as I'm watching a Nitro from 98.
Have you been listening to the Buff Bagwell, the Rebuilding Buff podcast?
Dallas. So let's listen to this.
Yeah, Shane Douglas being interviewed with Michael Shane and Tracy, who's got new pants on, backstage.
Is it pants or shorts?
They're pants. He will answer at the appropriate time when I feel like it.
I will give Tracy credit. She is looking good.
I think she generally does.
I feel like most of the time she does not.
No.
But I think right now she looks good. Does she? Maybe it's because eventually I think she gets like a bigger boob job.
Okay, I could understand then. Shane Douglas talking about Chris Sabin. Let me tell you this. Talking about looking beyond the obstacles in front of them to the bigger prize. You're looking at January 7th. Ultimate X2, January 7th, officially announced. Look past me, and I'll knock you. I'll franchise your ass.
Douglas looking like he's in great shape compared to when he came
Dude,
in.
is he looking for heavyweight title run or what?
He might be.
Footage. The making of the girls' TNA swimsuit calendar. The girls of TNA 2004 calendar now available. NWA-TNA.com. Oh, wow. Do you have this calendar?
Yeah, Future Bob, time check this. This is about 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 10 seconds if you want to watch this in replay. No, I do not have this calendar.
No, not asking you. I'm asking our loyal listeners. Oh. Send us a DM at Cross the Line TNA.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. I don't care.
Are some of these girls just random people that they found?
No, I think they're all like the random dancers and the girls that stand ringside and stuff like that.
All right. Well, to answer your previous question about...
I don't even remember what I asked.
About Buff Bagwell's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I've been listening to it. So I have not listened to it since my last time talking to you about it. And
boy. Okay, I thought Tracy was going to grab Shane Douglas's wiener.
I thought she was about to blow him. Like, what the hell was that? But there's a reason behind that.
Okay.
You're not listening. I wanted to get as much as possible backlogged so I could just listen to it for like a whole workday or something.
Really?
Because let me tell you, okay, there is some intriguing titles on this thing.
Like what?
So.
Okay,
so.
Oh, the dip. Dipping
yeah.
Tracy, kissing her again.
Francine, just kiss her,
dude, they're sharing
fun.
her.
They're banging. There's no doubt about it. They're definitely banging. And here comes Chris Sabin. All right. So, we got, Buff in the WWF, whatever. Fall Brawl 97, that's cool. Breaking his neck. Buff Blast Back was so far the only one that I've listened through completely. Because that's when he's like, fuck you, Kiwi, you're a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Mike Sanders, go to hell. All this stuff.
Mike Sanders?
Yeah. He does not like Kiwi and Mike Sanders.
Wow.
That is abundantly clear. Stars and Stripes, he joins NWO, whatever. Judy Bagwell on a podcast match. Scorpio and Bagwell, and they had a beef, so that's intriguing. Buff goes extreme. He watches his first ever death match. What does he think of Nick Gage?
Wait a second.
Could a death match be in Buff's future?
But come on, you're lying. That's fake.
That's what it says, and I bet you when I listen to that, if that is Ask the Buff, Buff will be
listening to that.
No, it's not.
I'm listening to that this week.
Yeah.
100. I have to.
Road Wild 99, which includes a scuffle with the cat and the breakdown of why that happened.
It says that all in the description.
No, no, it's not a description. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
There is. It does say that he had a scuffle, but there was like an issue. Okay. Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, Judy Bagwell, and the latest one. This one might be very intriguing, especially for TNA's sakes. Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. A lot of those sound way more interesting than I wanted to admit.
I as well want to listen to that deathmatch one.
Dude,
could you imagine
Buff watches his... Is there one in his future?
That'd be so funny.
I can't. I literally can't deal with this shit. Hey, any indie notes for Chris?
There's nothing. I already told you. There's nothing for the whole show.
Oh, okay.
Aside from D'Lo Brown and his All Japan random man.
I was hoping you were faking it. I have some notes about this. About Chris Sabin. So there was a IWA's Thanksgiving Hardcore Weekend was a big success, doing $117,000 in total business.
What is this?
IWA's Thanksgiving Hardcore Weekend. It was a show on November 29th in Carolina. So we probably... Oh, God. He just snapped Sabin's neck. We probably already discussed the show briefly.
In Carolina?
Yep.
That's a lot of money for like an indie doing that.
Yeah, well, it featured a lot of stuff. We don't need to go through all of it, but the show stealer on November 29th was an Ultimate X match from TNA featuring Chris Sabin, Blitz, and Tommy Diablo. Blitz and Diablo kept studying the tape of the TNA match for ideas, and since Sabin was the only one, or in the only match of its kind, he laid a lot of it out. Apparently, Blitz took a major step up in his performance, going from job guy to serious player, and Sabin was very impressive.
I am quite surprised that they had an Ultimate X match.
Right. Me too.
I mean, I don't know the other two guys.
Neither do I, but I thought it was an interesting note nonetheless.
I hope Sabin wins this. Although I do appreciate that Douglas is in much better shape. A springboard clothesline by Sabin onto Douglas for a 2 count, as Douglas gets his foot on the rope.
That's right. Wow, dude. Buff watching a death match. Well, let me tell you, why are they doing these light bulbs?
What the hell? Why they got these thumbtacks?
You want to buy my motorcycle? I'm not getting rides around much these days. You want Buff Bagwell's motorcycle?
Oh man.
Tracy's got the chain. She's teasing. She's gonna throw it in. Wait, in front of the referee, Tracy. You literally
just purposely yelling, "Hey, I'm gonna throw it to you." Oh, kicked it out of the ring. Kicked her hand. She probably just broke her wrist.
Right. Sabin probably doesn't kick very light.
He almost did a double spinning heel kick there. He hit him with his fucking right leg, and then his left leg was so high, he might as well have hit him in the head as well.
Right. Michael Shane coming down.
Oh my god, top rope. Like a springboard off the top rope to drop kick Shane off the.
That was nice. Tracy getting in the ring. Is she gonna hit the pie in the sky? Or no, she's holding her wrist like, you hurt me. Look, who the hell do you think you're doing? Or what the hell do you think you're doing? I'm a lady, damn it.
That's my hand. That's the hand I used to jerk off Shane Douglas, and now I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm pissed.
She went to slap him, but Sabin blocked it. Twist in her arm. Douglas from behind. Oh, shit, he splashes Tracy.
Oh, well, it's not the first time you probably splashed her.
Right. Sabin with the roll up.
Victory roll. Oh, and he beat Shane Douglas.
Dude, Shane Douglas losing it. Michael Shane losing it. That would be a lot more effective if they didn't do the same roll-up finish in the last match.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, whatever. That was fun. Fun, quick match.
I'm fine. I am totally fine with Chris Sabin beating Shane Douglas there.
Right. Standing backstage, D'Lo, Hot Rod, and AJ Styles. Scott Hudson seems to be our permanent interviewer. Am I wrong to say that for right now?
I think that's fairly accurate.
He's been here for much longer than I thought he was. But I like Hudson, so I don't care. Revenge. That's what it's all about. Jarrett, run all you want. It's about one word. Revenge. D'Lo? See Scott Hudson. A lot of phone calls were made to my house.
Those kids prank calling me, and I'm pissed.
They were using the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice box saying...
And they were using Vince McMahon, and I thought I was getting my job back. And it turns out it was not.
Piper's like, I thought I was getting my job back too, but he said, you look like a homeless person, so I cut my hair. I got the Nashville drum or pipes and drums, and here I am in the TNA Asylum.
Wow. I think my favorite thing about D'Lo Brown is like he returns in 2007 for like a show and they fire him, and he comes back again in 2009 to lose to Santino Marella, and he just goes away again.
Dude, I don't remember.
Or when he's like revealed as like a major aces and eights guy, and it's like fucking D'Lo Brown. Whoa!
I'll be honest with you, dude. That was lame as fuck when that happened. I was very disappointed as like a very active Impact Wrestling, TNA Wrestling watcher. They were like, D'Lo. I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, that's what I've been waiting for. Yeah. That Piper had like MMA gloves on in that video package. I don't know if you noticed that, but he did.
I'm really trying just to ignore Piper.
Then we got a video package of Abyss beating up Raven.
Yeah, more than that.
Look at this little thing. This is kind of cool. They're like piecing together.
Oh, they're in Raven's lair.
Oh.
Which is basically a room with like a sheet over it in chains.
Right. The candle wax over Abyss's hand. So yeah, that's Raven's. He doesn't care. It'll be truly nevermore, Raven.
Why is Abyss so angry?
You and me, Abyss. You already felt it once, and I promise you, you'll feel it again.
This should be a hardcore match, man. Suck it.
2 words for you. Internal hemorrhaging.
I thought he was gonna say suck it.
Right. But he didn't. It's time for the showdown. Abyss versus Raven. And he's under control of the TNA management consultant. I can't believe we're still calling him that. But that is Don Callis' title still. If you're following along at home, we're at an hour, 13 minutes, and 50 seconds.
Jordan, that's your cue to conveniently go to the bathroom at your workplace, and then also put that on the, record that and tag us on Twitter. Let me try Ravens.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of your best ones.
I can't do the fucking crow thing or whatever. I can't do that. I tried.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Come on, Raven, who's also wearing a fucking sweater jacket like Punk was earlier.
Well, yeah, it was a zip-up hoodie, but...
A zip-up hoodie, excuse me. Technicalities here, folks.
Sweater jacket.
Sweater jacket.
Raven Abyss, their first time meeting, at least in TNA. I don't think.
Turn the lights on, folks. Okay, here we go.
Locking up. We hate each other. You're gonna fucking bleed. Internal hemorrhaging. Let's lock up. Wrestling, guys. Wrestling.
That's my favorite when it's like, you fucking slept with my wife. Well, I'm gonna put you in a side fucking headlock and take you down to the mat. I'd be like, no, I have a spike in my fist and I'm gonna fucking drill you in the forehead with it. Just clubbing away on Raven. Best of my knowledge, Abyss was not sleeping with Raven's wife. Misses a splash in the corner. Oh, and now Raven's just ramming him head first while he's humping the middle turnbuckle. So
perfect. Hopefully he doesn't hemorrhage his butthole like X-Pac did going for that Bronco Buster.
I want to see that. I remember when TMZ was like, watch former WWF superstar X-Pac rip his butthole open. And they're like, here's video.
Here's a video of it happening in the fucking match.
Yeah, fucking gross.
Raven drop toe holds Abyss, and he falls out of the ring.
And in case you're wondering, Abyss does in fact wear tighty whities.
I also did just notice that.
Well, maybe that's why he's angry. Maybe he's just, wedged up a lot. His balls aren't able to breathe.
Hit him against the guardrail. We about to go in the crowd.
Well, maybe.
Bob, I believe this is our final match before that main event, and where Jarrett has to find his tag team partner. At least nothing else I can think of is happening. So we have quite a bit of time left, unless this match gets a decent amount of time, which I guess it could.
And who knows? Maybe Roddy Piper will fucking talk again for 25 minutes.
Well, you might be onto something there. There is a lot of Hot Rod shirts in the crowd, meaning they were either selling Hot Rod shirts or Piper had a merch booth.
Why does that female fan right there look like Amazing Red?
Bob, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that.
Shit, dude. I was like, holy crap, Amazing Red's in the front row.
I actually really would like Amazing Red to come back, so that could happen anytime. I think it's the headband that they had on, right? They had
Oh yeah.
That guy in the green hat looks like the old guy we always see at the indie shows that we go to, who fights the wrestlers. Okay, he's punching Raven more and more.
That bald guy with the mustache to the left of Abyss there, it looks like
Oh shit, there we go.
Jimmy Corderas if he gained like 65 pounds.
Yeah, he does. He clotheslined Raven, or he punched him, clotheslined him, whatever you want to say, over the guardrail into the crowd, and here goes Abyss. Go ahead, hold up your feels. What does it say? Fuck Bruce. Or I think it said fuck Bruce. Bruce something. Not TNA Bruce.
Probably Bruce Pritchard, right?
That's what I... No. Bruce Arians?
Oh, Fire Bruce Arians.
Oh, Fire.
That's that's a coach. That's an NFL coach.
Oh, what team?
Was he with
Tennessee?
What the fuck? Why are they? Let's see. I don't even know if he was. I didn't realize he was. Let's see here.
I don't even know what that is. So
Bruce Arians. We are.
But on that note, also fuck Bruce Pritchard.
He was with the Cleveland Browns. What the hell is he? Why is that guy in Tennessee pissed off about that?
Maybe that's his team, dude.
That is such a weird thing to be pissed off about. Bruce Arians there, Dallas. He's a Super Bowl champion with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, good for him.
And actually, a 2-time, 3-time.
Wow.
Because he also won as an assistant coach.
Really?
As part of the Pittsburgh Steelers on 2 occasions. So, take that. He is also the oldest coach to win the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah. So, the more you know.
Abyss is a table in the ring.
This must be a no disqualification match without being a no disqualification
Lax
match.
rules, bro.
Lax rules, right?
I feel like Abyss is just going to get speared through this. Like any second.
Probably.
Well, look, he's trying to get it to step, but the legs aren't tucked behind the rope, so it's not going to.
Internal hemorrhage.
He finally turned around. He took way too long before that. Raven going for that discus clothesline, but Abyss caught him. He's got him in a fucking bear hug.
Uh-oh. Is he going to spear Raven through it?
I don't know. The table moved, though, so he's probably looking like, damn it, there goes that spot. He's taking all the oxygen away.
He's crushing Raven's ribs.
Raven's trying to fight back. There we go. A couple punches.
Hammering away. Coming off the ropes. Runs into another bear hug. Slamming Raven to the mat.
Okay, Abyss, put the legs over the ropes. It'll stay up better.
Yeah, if you put it over the top turnbuckle, it's not gonna fucking move on you. I feel like the bottom legs should be folded in, and the top one should be folded out.
Probably realistically. I don't know if the bottom matters as much. Regardless. Oh, he finally got it seemingly to say. Abyss charges at Raven. Oh, he hits the post.
I mean, who am I to say? Abyss is clearly the... It moved again.
Oh my god.
I told you. I'm telling you.
Crowd's very much behind Raven.
Jab, clothesline.
For 650 in the crowd, they're not as like dead as I feel like you would think for being only 650.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like I feel like way back when we were like low numbers, you could like really tell. I feel like I can't tell as bad right now.
This is now the 3rd time that they've tried to keep the table in the position.
Raven fixed the table and is like, I'm going to go for the Raven effect. And now he's why? Fucking shock treatment.
Oh, there it is. That's one of my favorite moves.
The torture rack and then the drop, as Tanae says, still no name. He does it every single week. I would say definitely a signature move.
Yeah, I'm going to try it on you.
What?
I'm going to try the shock treatment on you.
No.
Why not?
The torture rack alone does not feel good.
Well, I feel like I'm taking most of the punishment on the shock treatment on my butt.
Yeah, I just don't want to. Abyss pulls him up again. Raven's got the hair, the mask, something there. Oh, he got him into a bulldog.
Nice counter.
And is that Legend? Red shirt.
Oh,
Raven had him beat, but Abyss almost got a handful as his hand went up Raven's skirt, but he got it unstuck.
Raven jabbing Legend off the apron to the floor. And there's a spear through the table. Abyss spearing Raven. Well, it looks like that cut up Raven's back a little bit. Better make sure you clean out the cut. You might get staph infection.
Right. That was a nice little spear though through the table. The table kind of exploded.
Raven powering out it too. Here's the replay. Look at this spear. Boom, bam, got him.
Look how that piece fell down on him.
That probably would slice his back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I definitely think his back is sliced. Ravens. Come on, Raven. Oh, Legend holding him, but Abyss decks Legend anyway. 1.
Almost got to roll up.
I thought he was going to beat him.
He's going to hit this choke slam. Raven effect.
He's not going to. Is he going to pin Abyss? 1. Of course not, because the referee's got to keep his legs out of the ring so Legend can ball out.
Right. Here's Northcutt.
That should be disqualification. Kevin Northcutt. Overhead throw.
Don Callis has had all the bases covered.
Rudy Charles yelling at Legend. Now he's going to conveniently roll into the ring. Abyss going for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh.
Kick out again. Are they overdoing it today with like the near falls and like false finishes or what?
Yes. Against all
odds, a future TNA staple.
That's right.
Oh, Raven's struggling, but here we go.
See, Abyss, another bear hug.
Fuck, another bear hug. I thought he was going to do something more devastating than a freaking bear hug. Come on, Raven. You can't give up.
The squeezing him is making the blood come out more on his back.
It is, yeah. On his left shoulder.
He's going limp.
1.
2. Let's see. Oh!
I don't know, man. That looks like his arm dropped the whole way.
He's breaking out. Boom. Clap around the head.
I think that's bullshit. I think Abyss won that. His fucking arm went all the way down.
Pretty much.
Super kick. Oh, Abyss couldn't get all the way over the top rope, but he'll just fall.
He almost did. He was very close.
Yeah. The Red Dogs. I wonder if they're going to try to transition that into like the new name.
Oh. There was a DQ, it looks like. There's the bell.
That's bullshit because the Red Dogs didn't really touch Raven. He punched him out. That's bullshit. Here comes Julio De Niro and CM Punk to make the save for their loyal leader.
A little
leader
late.
Does not want them. Well, Legend had a chair, but he got knocked down by De Niro.
Next week, Clockwork Orange House of Fun 6-man match. The Gathering reunites one night only against the Red Dogs and Abyss.
For one night only, he says. This is the final time, for real, I swear to God. Clotheslines, Raven and Abyss both fall to the floor.
We're brawling all over the building, even though we're within the guardrails.
I think they should do a triple cage.
Yes. Absolutely. And then the top cage, they'll just be birds. So if you don't hurry up and get out, they're just shitting on you the whole match.
Oh, my God. Just like a dozen pigeons.
I was thinking ravens, but you know.
We're on a budget here in TNA, okay? We
True.
can't afford ravens.
They got black pigeons.
Black pigeons, yeah. Could you imagine that? That'd be funny. These vicious birds. They're just shitting.
Double teaming Raven. This is going long, but it's happening. Raven's just been through hell. Oh no, they're gonna try to break Raven's arm.
No,
Just like
this is revenge for Ryan Wilson. Oh, they missed it.
because Punk and Nero got in for the save. Raven attacking Abyss now again. Do something, Julio yells at him. Raven's in the ring. He's got the chair with Abyss. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was right in the
Vicious.
face, dude. He didn't even hit him over the head. That was right in the face.
He like slapped him on the face.
Oh my god.
Crowd's
Yeah,
chanting,
holy shit. No kidding, dude. He fucking smacked him right in the face.
Raven has a mic. Nothing escapes from black hole. Not matter, light, or sound. But I took a black hole last week, and I took one this week. And I'm still standing! So he escaped the black hole. Next week, the only way to get rid of the three of you is if we do it all together. Put it in a cage. And I got 2 words for you. Bloodbath. I think you hear me knocking. I think I'm coming in. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. A 6-man tag team cage match next week. And it's going to end it. They're saying that's the end.
That's interesting.
Wow. What do you think about that?
I'm a sucker for a cage match, so that's fine.
Hey, they're talking about the TNA On Demand here right now. Today and down west there. NWA-TNA.com. Find out how you can watch past shows. I have some my final note, I believe, is on this on-demand service. So I'm going to tell you now, well, let's see if they're going to announce any matches that we don't know about quick first, and then we will, I'll give you that note. Christmas season, that's not all you can get is that on-demand. The DVDs are going like hotcakes. Best of the Bloodiest Brawls, best of the X Division, and the best of the NWA TNA title matches. And the Skull Cap. I would love a TNA Skull Cap.
You just love
D'Lo bobblehead. And now he's back, so those should sell pretty good. Next week, Mike, we know about one incredible match. Low Key will be back next week. And he's taking on Michael Shane for the X Division title.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And we also know about the cage match there, too, pal.
I'm sure we're getting there. Oh, Tenay. He's holding his ear. Getting word from the back that Scott Hudson, that he's going to talk to Don Callis. Is Don Callis going to accept the challenge that Raven has just issued? Let's see. Don Callis, we heard the challenge.
Oh, so they technically haven't accepted it yet?
Correct. Inside of a steel cage. Please state your answer. Oh, wait. Don Callis is saying, I'm sure Eric Watts would love to book that match, but... Oh, lose the match and your dreams here in NWA TNA are over. On the subject of insane, Roddy Piper. After I had him removed from the building, he's pissed. He's been saying Watts and Goalie Lots working the board members during the day and during the night. Piper's money. Piper's a legend. He's an icon. You know what demographic we're going to attract with Piper tonight? The insane. His friends in a mental hospital. That's who you're going to attract with Piper, he's saying. Eric Watts, you want a war with Don Callis? Let me tell you what you've done. Okay.
Oh, he's talking about Piper.
Yes, Piper. They're talking about dragging Piper out of here, drooling, putting him in a rubber truck. It's not on me, Watts. What a war. It's a war. You're going to lose. Piper's going to lose blood, and you're going to lose your job. He lighted it for one reason, to give him a rope to hang himself with. And I'm going to love watching you swing from it. Well, that was a fucking lot, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going right into Jarrett's entrance for the main event. So let me give you my final note. And that is that the company started that video on demand experience on its website. They are charging $6.95, and you can watch any show the company has put on up to the past 45 days. The most recent shows can be put on due to contracts with In-Demand and or DirecTV. There's apparently a minimum of 6 hours that you get to watch the show to prevent people from sharing passwords. It'll be interesting to see how this works out.
Wait a minute. So let's say I wanted to rewatch the Jarrett Raven match from April 30th.
Yeah.
I pay them $6.95.
Yes.
I get 6 hours to watch it.
Yeah, so you have to order it and watch it within that 6 hours.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I feel like you should just be able to download it.
No, can't give away all the video rights, but
Yeah, but it's TNA.
But yeah, I think that's my final note for the night. I don't think I have any others.
Really, that kind of irks me.
Wait, look at Jarrett's freaking partner.
Oh,
It's
Kid
Kid Kash. He's doing double duty tonight.
Well, that's a disappointment. I thought it was gonna be somebody else, like somebody.
Is he? He's already in the ring, and I just realized made that connection. Wait, that's
I thought he was just maybe there with him to support him.
right. So did I.
That's stupid.
He does have a man he can trust. They're saying. What is this song?
It's like that. What? Tell me what you want. Gee, what the hell?
It's like a boxer robe.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown's like transforming into something different here. Tell me what you want. Say what? Tell me what you want. Say what? That's basically what he's just using the beat of that song.
No, I think when you were just doing that, I mean, it went along with the beat, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Here comes Styles. It's their final match, man.
They got to remaster these stills. They're kind of blurry.
Blurry, old.
Yeah.
They definitely have newer ones they could be using.
Yeah, like getting hit over the head with a guitar.
Yep, kicking the guitar.
Yeah. Getting pinned by Jeff Jarrett. Over and over.
Yeah. Let's talk about real shit here.
Oh, wow. Da-na-na-na-na. No, butter, another. Da-da-na-na. Da-da, Abracadabra. You are. I am.
Wow, you're giving people a lot of clipping content in this.
Let me tell you right now, man. I am giving The Voice a run for his money. I totally forgot that Roddy Piper was the.
Well, isn't it bad that I forgot too, and they literally just said it?
Yeah, totally forgot.
Wow, he's going nuts.
I know. So Jarrett and Kash, but is there anybody in Jarrett's corner? Like, is Callis there?
Callis is there, I think. Yeah.
Okay, because that would explain why Piper would be here.
Right. Oh, here we go.
Oh, great. Jarrett and Kash with the cheap shot. Get the early advantage against the undefeated tag team of D'Lo Brown and AJ Styles. I think D'Lo and Jarrett. Oh, no. Styles springboard.
Holy
forearm.
shit.
That was good.
Big one. We're at an hour, 37 minutes, and 23 seconds if you're following along.
Oh.
That looked like a nasty fall from Kid Kash.
Sure did. He went for a springboard. He got double drop kicked in midair, and he kind of face planted. Yeah, there's Callis. I see Callis walking around the inside.
Remember, these guys were a pretty good tag team together until they broke up.
They were undefeated. But then AJ got a little bit cocky.
Holy fuck.
D'Lo
Assisted
backdrop.
flipping senton. Yeah, essentially backdropping him outside of the ring.
I mean, we also can't forget that these two feuded over the summer.
Right. But see, TNA saying that right now. He's talking about they're not ignoring that history. Something I've mentioned before I do appreciate about TNA. They usually do not ignore what has happened, but they have a mutual respect, he's saying. D'Lo and Jarrett going in the crowd. It is a Jeff Jarrett match if you were playing bingo at home.
The fact that he's doing this in a tag match is kind of funny.
Right.
Trading some roll-ups here between Styles and Kash. Neither man going to be able to get a 3 count. Oh, flip. Okay, nope. I guess we're not going to do a flip over, so we'll just keep on with an arm lock. D'Lo using a chair on Jarrett. That should technically be a disqualification.
Ref didn't see it. He's busy in the ring.
The one time the referee is not looking outside the ring.
Oh.
Dropped him right on his head with a side suplex there by Styles.
Right. Piper just keeps waving the NWA flag. If I was sitting behind him, I'd be pretty pissed.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, that was the shittiest double team move. I thought they were going to do something cool, and he comes in and just kicks him in the gut.
Kicks him right in the fucking ribs, dude.
Yeah, but they did it so slow. Holy. Is Kash loopy here? Because he did not kick out right there.
He might be.
Look, the rib thing again.
Yeah, you gotta work over the ribs. I'm sure if I were to kick you in the ribs and punch you in the ribs, you'd be hurting.
Probably. D'Lo's tagged himself in.
Oh.
Pop-up drop kick. Assist by D'Lo Brown.
I kind of wish that AJ would have had Don Harris as his partner.
Yeah, me too. D'Lo off the rope. Oh.
Seated clothesline. Maybe Kash is starting to wake up. That was a better kick out than the other one. Five weeks, I think it was today, that D'Lo and AJ were teaming up.
That might be true. Oh, dude, Kash going for a backflip to land, but he missed. He fell.
I thought he was going to do like a fake injury there.
That would have been good, but he then drop kicked D'Lo's knees. Tags in Jeff Jarrett. They both Irish whip D'Lo Brown. Comes back. Gets a double back elbow. JA.
Have you listened? Have you continued to listen on to recent episodes of the My World podcast?
I sure have, but I am still behind. I am in the middle of. I can tell you right now.
Jarrett stomping away on D'Lo Brown, yelling at the fans. He ain't great. I am great.
I'm in the middle of finishing my first run in WCW.
Okay.
So I'm a little behind still.
I don't have any interest in that one or the there's a spine buster of sorts there by D'Lo on Jarrett. I'm not interested in that one or the my run as a horseman and then like working with Deborah. I don't care.
Yeah, I was actually gonna text you about this the other day because if it ain't TNA,
dude, yes.
I honestly don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, literally.
I'll listen, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it needs to be TNA. Like that's what it should be about.
The Genesis 2006 episode I heard is like very emotional and like apparently they must get into some pretty interesting stuff. So I'm very much looking for it. It's over 3 hours long.
It got emotional?
That's what I heard.
I'm pretty sure I listened to it. I don't remember it being emotional.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely saw something online that said that it was
like, maybe I think he like talks. Oh, you know what? I think it's because he talks about his wife. Because he left after Bound for Glory, and it's because his wife wasn't doing so good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's what it was. Here I am being, heartless
Right.
About his wife having cancer.
I'm also like behind on 83 weeks because it's kind of exhausting, to be honest with you.
Styles getting dropped over the top rope by Kash on the apron. Yeah, I listened to Bischoff's another one where I'm finding myself more interested in his like the team when they talk about TNA.
Dude, the TNA episodes are wicked good.
Yeah. I've noticed the last few are like watch-alongs.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Like-
or listened to either one of those.
From like 96 or something like that.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of NWO stuff, which I'm fine with, but
I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. When they had the guy fill in for one of them, it literally killed my
No,
mood.
dude, I hate that guy. He is not good.
Kid Cash whipping Styles into the other corner. Styles, moonsault, DDT. Is he going to hit it? Kid Cash trying to break out.
No. Cash counters. Lifting. Oh, no. Oh, a shoulder breaker.
The dead level.
Mm.
He calls that the dead level.
Interesting. There was one a TNA one that he recently did. I don't know. I can't remember. Turning Point, maybe.
Turning Point, yeah.
I'm not even joking, dude. They maybe spend 25 minutes talking about the actual show.
Right. Spinning back suplex to AJ Styles by Jeff Jarrett.
And I truly doubt that Bischoff rewatched the show to get like a fresh point of view on it.
No, I think he said in that one he didn't.
Oh, is that he said that in that one?
I maybe I misheard, but I'm pretty sure, unless he was talking about like an Impact they were talking about.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I'd have to rewatch."
I feel like when you you need to watch it in order to provide insight or something, but whatever. Delayed Vertical by Jarrett on the phenomenal one.
We're at an hour, 44 minutes, and 48 seconds. We have roughly 10 minutes left of the show. This match is not bad, but it's kind of dragging on for me. If you can't tell by my podcast talk. Here comes Kid Cash. Assisted leg drop. Jeff Jarrett lifted him up and make sure it's real impactful.
That was a whole lot of movement for really nothing.
Right. D'Lo broke up the pin by just pulling Kid Cash off of Styles, proving how little Kid Cash really is. What is Kid Cash's build height? I'm going to look it up.
5'6". No, 5'8". But he's definitely 5'5".
Well, I want to know me compared to Kid Cash. I need to know.
How tall are you?
Oh, there's no way, dude.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Okay.
I know
you said no way. How tall is Kid Cash?
According to Cage Match, he's 5'9".
Bullshit.
Right?
There's no way he is 5'9".
Well, how big? What's Styles like height here?
AJ Styles has got to be at least 5'11".
That is according to Cage Match, he's 5'11".
Okay.
Because I was just seeing he's definitely shorter than Styles, but I don't know if I realized he's 5'11" even.
Well, Jeff Jarrett's like 6'2", right? 6'3".
Hold on. 6 foot on the dot.
6 foot on the dot.
Double down. This is a Jeff Jarrett match, guys. So right now, Bob is taller than everyone in the ring.
Yeah, I'm 6'4".
D'Lo is 6'3", according to this. So yeah,
I could be in the main event of TNA right now. This is bullshit.
Exactly.
Can't believe this. What am I doing with myself?
D'Lo wants to tag so bad right now.
Come on, AJ.
He's sweating. He hasn't done shit. There we go.
That's baby oil, dude.
Crowd did not give a fuck, but that's okay.
How dare they? This is the greatest 5-week tag team of all time. They have mutual respect. They've had a cage match, a ladder match, a submission match.
Oh.
A whole bunch of matches against each other. Oh, the devastating eye poke. That's brutal. Especially if you have a contact. Then, you can move around on you. Then you're blind. D'Lo with a snap power slam, but Kid Cash is like, nope, man. Hey, I'm 5'9", and I kicked you in the face.
Right. Jarrett counters that, tags out. Kid Kash back in the ring. Gets a huge clothesline by D'Lo. And another. I'm guessing one more, right? No? He Irish whips him. Coming back. Pop up. Cutter, kind of.
Oh, he definitely fucked it up. Slipped on it. 1, 2. Kick out by Kid Kash. For some reason, I almost called Kid Kash Chris Jericho.
Wow.
Well, they're kind of similar.
Okay.
Jericho's
puts
a
up the
5'9".
leg. Jarrett puts up the leg as D'Lo got whipped in the corner. Kid Kash going for that flipping drop kick coast to coast.
Do you like how Jarrett hit D'Lo in the back of the head and then D'Lo sat down to sell it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It was a weird way to do that.
Styles breaks up the pin, though.
AJ with the springboard. He's struggling on the springboard.
Yeah, those flipping DDT moves don't look good if you don't land it perfectly, because then you just grab the guy and like, okay.
Why didn't you just do that to begin with? Why did you do a springboard?
Jarrett going for the stroke? Nope. Styles counters. Off the rope, comes back, big clothesline. Jarrett doesn't let Styles get offense on him ever. Ever.
Yeah, he really tries to prevent that. Do you think AJ is going to pin Jarrett and they're going to be like January 7th, Styles and Jarrett again?
Kinda, actually, now that you say that.
A sit-out powerbomb and a neckbreaker combo. I'm not really sure what the neckbreaker adds to, other than holding his head as he goes down.
Right. Yeah. Now, reminder: we do have one more show before that break, so we have to wait a long time before we get to Ultimate X, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also thinking that it's going to be like another reset, like we've seen before.
I'm hoping. Oh shit! Piper used the flag. Styles has Kash. Oh. They're on the middle rope. Oh fuck! Styles clash off the middle rope. Turns him over. Is he gonna get the cover? 1, 2, 3. D'Lo stop.
Yeah, AJ actually winning a match. I feel like AJ fucked himself up on that.
Right. Oh wait, what's this?
What is that? Oh.
Did they just spoil something?
They fucking spoil. These motherfuckers.
Bob, whose music did you just hear?
Hulk Hogan.
No, it wasn't Hogan.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't Hulk Hogan.
It was Sting's.
Pretty sure it was Sting, yeah. Pretty sure.
Okay. So Styles, Piper, and D'Lo are leaving now.
Whoa. Let's see if AJ he looks woozy as fuck. Did he smack his face on the
Dude, he does look wicked woozy, man.
I think he smacked himself. Which doesn't Jarrett's pissed. You son of a bitch. You're supposed to win.
And they're blaming it on Callis. Jarrett's like, you got pinned right over there.
I seen it. Well, they're already going to be having issues. Are you kidding me, man? They've been friends for like a week.
Barely a week. Oh, what's this? Dun, dun. Oh, is that Eric Watson Goldilocks in the crowd? Look at the stand, dude. It's empty. They all moved. They all left. That match ended, so they were like, see ya.
See you later. Yeah, let's get a close-up shot on Watson, not the empty wooden bleachers. That'd be nice.
Yeah, please.
That's right, Triple J. What is it? Jeff the Jack. Jarrett.
Your destination is hell. And you know what?
Did you say Destination X? Oh.
Because next week, I'm going to hit you where it hurts the most. Jarrett says, I ain't putting the title on the line. You can bank on that. Eric Watts says, yeah, you are. You are putting it on the line.
I wonder against who.
He said, I beat AJ Styles, so I'm not putting it on the line.
He's got 30
It is in his rights. Yeah, exactly. He guarantees it won't be AJ. This is his D'Lo's first week back, so he ain't getting that. Oh, Jeff, it won't be D'Lo either. You know why? Because next week, the title will be Jeff Jarrett versus the man they call Sting. Bob, Sting is back. And so the crowd is not.
No, hell no. No.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Look at the fingers.
I love how it's got to be the double pointer.
Wait, he just told Watts he's his next victim. We know it's Jeff Jarrett versus Sting. We don't know for sure if it's a title match, apparently. And now Watts and Jarrett are fighting in the empty stands.
Right.
Guys, you probably should have called an audible and not fought in the audience.
Yeah, maybe not.
Is it Watts or is it Don Callis and Jarrett? Who is the authority here?
What do? You just break Eric Watts' hand with a chair shot? Oh, he's beating him up some more.
Bring it on, Sting. There's the Sting music that was supposed to play, and there are these scorpions. Fuck, Bob. Fuck. I would have popped so big if that didn't get spoiled.
I know, dude. They're not. They're production sometimes. Holy moly.
And on that note, we go off the.
All right. Looks like the runtime was 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 18 seconds. My God, Dallas. Next week, we're going to have a 6-man steel cage match. Michael Shane, Low-Ki, and by God, an NWA world title match. Jeff Jarrett defending against Sting. Is it just me, or is Sting about to enter 2004 as the NWA world champion?
Dude, if there's a time to do it, is this not it?
If you're trying to get yourself on WGN, the hell are we talking about, man?
Who's more recognizable in TNA than Sting?
No kidding. Road Dogg?
Oh, stop. Oh, my God.
Could you imagine a WGN official being like, hey there, Jeff, well, we would love you on our superstation, but by God, that Road Dogg, BG James, he needs to be your world champion. Do you think they would do it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they would. If they cut down that price, maybe.
Instead of 50 grand, 49. If you give BG James the world championship, I'd close up shop. I'd be like, no, it's not even worth it.
You know what? We're done. Okay, so what did you think about the show we just watched? We have some stuff to look forward to, but where are you at for that show?
Well, I think compared to recent weeks, it flew by.
I totally agree.
I don't know. It flew by, but I don't know if I can say it was good. It wasn't bad.
Okay, so I agree with that statement because it definitely flew by. But was it a thumbs up show? I don't know. I don't know if it was. I'll tell you what, though. The X Division title match I very much enjoyed. I also think that Raven and Abyss wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think the end was a lot, though. I mean, that was like almost too much.
Yeah. I'm glad that the main event had a finish because, Raven and Abyss at DQ, that was a bummer. And then also the X Division match, X Division title match being a DQ, but that's setting up the Ultimate X.
Right. X match. And Sabin Douglas, for how quick it was, I don't think it was bad.
And I like that Sabin won.
And Sabin won. So, I don't know, man. I'm saying it. I think I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think overall, where we are, once again, I like to look at it like where are we heading, and was the show enjoyable? And I think overall it was. There was certainly not. Put it this way, I complained during the Gathering of Red Shirts match, but that I think was timing on the show, and I don't think that it was the match itself. There was no matches that I was like, Bob, this needs to fucking end right now, and. So for that reason, I don't know, man. I feel That's where I feel. I'm just how I feel.
I think I'm gonna go with in the middle. But I think potentially that next week's show is the maybe biggest show thus far. Just in terms of what we have now. I mean, Sting and Jarrett, a 6-man cage match. Michael Shane Loki.
That's pretty big shit.
I mean, that's pretty good. Now it all depends on what else they, I guess, incorporate.
Of course.
To the show, but I'm definitely looking forward to next week's show.
So am I. I really am, and it is our final show of 2003. Which, where'd the year go?
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy shit! But that being said, if you've been keeping up, or if you missed an episode or two, that's okay. We still appreciate you being here. But as an update, after the December 17th show, TNA takes 2 weeks off, and they're not back till January 7th. So, in return, me and Bob, we're not taking 2 weeks off. No. We can't do that. We got to stay on schedule. So, for that reason, on December 24th, Christmas Eve for those who celebrate, we will be doing our final WWA bonus episode, which I think is the... I forgot the title of the show already. Again, I'm gonna look it up so I can just get that right out there real quick.
I don't even remember what it is.
Is it The Reckoning?
Is it? It might be.
It is. I think it's The Reckoning.
Okay.
We'll be watching The Reckoning, which I believe is main evented by Jeff Jarrett and Sting. They unify the NWA and the WWA titles, as well as they unify the X Division title and the WWA Cruiserweight title.
Interesting.
So it actually ties in very well with the shows we are watching. So The Reckoning will be covered by us on December 24th. And then on December 31st, so on the 24th, they do a Best of the X Division special. I can tell you guys what's going to be on that once we return. But then on the 31st, they do a Best of TNA 2003 special. So in return, we are going to do a 2003 recap similar to what we did last year for 2002, which I don't know how we're going to do it, Bob, but we're going to sit down, we're going to have a conversation. And if you guys want to think about it like what do we kind of talk about? Like it's like a PWI awards. We talk about our favorite tag teams, favorite wrestlers, feuds, moments, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm sure that we'll forget things because, quite honestly, they probably burned through about 5 years worth of stuff in a year.
Yeah, we're definitely going to forget stuff, but we're going to talk about what stuck out the most and some stinkers and all that kind of fun stuff. So it'll be a good way to end the year. But that's what we got coming up for you guys in the next few weeks. But before we get there, we got to get to next week. And I hope you guys will continue to join us by following us on Twitter at CrossTheLineTNA, liking us on Facebook at TNA Cross the Line Pod, subscribing to our YouTube channel, which as of this recording is nearly caught up with posting the videos with no audio issues.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God.
You for Jordan.
Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, and as always, if you enjoy us, leave us a review where you're listening to the podcast. We have seen an influx of new listeners, and we are glad that you guys are here. But let us know what you think about the show.
Also, let us know who sent you.
Yes, please let us know. How'd you hear about us? Tag us in a tweet. Send us a DM.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how you found our podcast. Even if you're a longtime listener, how'd you find us? How'd you hear about us? Let us know.
Yeah, why do you listen? Because I wonder why I do this.
Wow.
Why do I put myself...
I don't even know how to recover from that one.
Yeah, well, you know what?
On that note, Bob, take us home.
Yeah, I could finally just be happy that I just survived a 3-hour podcast, whatever it is. But all right. that does it for this week. Be sure to join us next week for when Sting, for sure, is going to be the NWA World Champion. I can't wait for the era of Sting in 2004 as champion. That's right, new generation TNA. Looking forward to it. Until then, for Dallas Gridley, I'm Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
We find the defendants guilty.